Heck yeah. Thank you, everybody. Hi, I'm CriticalCyd. I'm going to be running this game for y'all today. Going to be, talking about all that kind of stuff, but it's basically the re-release of the original Wii game Sonic Colors. The re-release happened in like 2021. Lots of stuff to talk about. I'm going to be running 100%. We'll talk about what that entails. First, though, we did have a little bit of war for this, which was the music choice. So what's that going to be? Is it going to be the original, or is it going to be the remix soundtrack?
Yeah, I just closed it. Let me just quickly refresh and double check again. But I think there is a pretty clear winner. Yep. Winning by quite the margin. It's going to be the remixed soundtrack.
Wow, okay. The incorrect choice.
Immediate bad run moment.
No, that's okay. Let's go with remix. Sounds good.
Well, yeah, thank you for everybody who donated towards this, and enjoy or don't enjoy, depending if the choice was correct or not.
Feel free to justify it in donations during the run why I am wrong for liking the original better than the remix. Please tell me. I'd love to hear it, but you're going to have to pay for it.
We won't take opinions without money, obviously.
Also, shout-outs to the customization options. I'm going to be running with some Cosmic Shoes and Ice Boost this time around. But yeah, let's go start a new save file and get a move on with Sonic Colors Ultimate. New game, delete data. We do not want Tails yapping at us during the thing. All right, then in that case we're ready. Time will be in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to Tropical Resort, the first zone of Sonic Colors. There's going to be a total of 6 zones, each with 6 stages and a boss fight. And then there's like a little extra zone at the end right here. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the category we're going to be running first today. We're going to be doing 100%. In order to get 100% in this game, you're going to have to get 5 different, 5 red rings in every stage. Going to have to be getting an S rank, so I'm going to have to work on getting enough points to get all of that. And after that, all of those red rings are going to unlock Gameland stages, just kind of like bonus stages where the Chaos Emeralds are. And those Chaos Emeralds are going to unlock Supersonic for me, which you are going to see for exactly 1 stage. Aside from that, there's also a new addition in Sonic Colors Ultimate, which is the Rifle Rush races. Just going to be racing Metal Sonic a couple of times. There's 1 in each of the worlds, so 6 races total, which does mean that I have to do a couple of revisits because those Metal Sonic races do not unlock until I have like 5 red rings or 15 red rings in a zone. Now you might be wondering, you just said all of the stuff you need for 100%. Cyd, what are you doing? You got a C rank. You missed all of the red rings. You donkey. What are you doing? Yeah, so unfortunately, a lot of those red rings are locked behind this game's power-up system, the Wisps. There was like this see-through yellow capsule just now, and yeah, I didn't have that one unlocked yet. As a matter of fact, I don't have any of the Wisps unlocked yet because they unlock in later stages throughout the run.
You have boost. Calm down.
True. I have Boost Wisps. How could I forget about my boy Boost Wisp? You're true. So true. But yeah, that does mean that there is, at least for the first 3 worlds, going to be a bunch of revisits to older stages to actually be able to get everything there. And since I have more Wisps to my availability and I do need to get an S rank, some of the S rank requirements are a little tight, so I generally save most of the red rings for the second visit as well, because the red rings give like 30,000 points each, which is going to be good for the S rank. So most of the S ranks are going to be done on the revisits for the first couple of worlds. Tropical Resort, of course, has the most revisits since there's only... So I don't have any of the Wisps yet, so there's a lot of stuff that I can't get. There is, however, going to be split paths, so sometimes I will pick up some red rings if it means that I really wouldn't be able to get it in one go anyway. This is one of the stages with a split path, for instance, so I'm going to take one path this time, another path on the revisit. And that's how we're going to do it. Now let's talk a little bit about funny glitches and skips and tricks and all that kind of stuff. So this game is a mix of 3D and 2D. And 3D physics are a lot faster than 2D physics. And of course, it gives you a lot more freedom of movement as well. So for most of it, I kind of would prefer to be in 3D, even if there is a 2D section. And that is the main form in which we do skips in this game. It's going to be 3D and 2D. And there we go. I'm going to just kind of like go out of bounds here.
Yep, jump around the trigger, and then yeah, now he has a 3D movement in a 2D plane, which means you can jump around obstacles, go around different things, and use it to skip massive parts of stages. It is actually quite hard to control, being 3D and 2D, obviously, because you've got a 3D movement, and trying to stay on the path isn't as easy as Cyd can make it look. So you will sometimes just fall off because you're like, oh, just move too far in one direction or not enough in one direction to stay on the path.
Yeah, and in this stage we also unlock the laser wisp, and the laser wisp, it can just kind of like shoot you forward at a rapid speed. When you hit those diamonds, they redirect you in a certain direction. Once again, not going to be worrying about the S rank here, just got a couple of red rings that are on a separate path that I don't want to have to take later. Some more stages. Act 4 is once again not going to be anything of note. Would you like to introduce yourself? I completely forgot that part. I'm like half awake, sorry.
Yeah, no, don't worry, I was letting you cook, it's fine. Fine. I'm Rebel, by the way. I have run some Sonic games in the past alongside all the other stuff, but yeah.
Like, you might have seen him already a couple of times during this event.
I've been around a little bit, yeah.
All right, some of these stages are going to be really short. This right here is one of them. Oops.
Yeah, despite this game having a load of acts, some of them are incredibly short. And yeah, so that may have been like a Wii capability thing or something. I'm not even sure what it would have been, but there is loads of different reasons for what it could have been. But yeah, this game has a lot of acts in it, but some of them are like a 20-second romp through like a tiny area.
Exactly, and some of them also just like reuse assets from other stages. This, for instance, uses a lot of stuff from Tropical Resort Act 3. This, however, is also the first stage that I'm actually going to be getting 100% on, and it's where we see our new buddy Ghost. This is a new Wisp in Sonic Colors Ultimate. Using those little targeting mechanics, he can just kind of like leech onto them, and whenever you do it on enemies, you get a little bit of meter back as well. Other than that, he just moves very slowly. He's not actually used in most categories in this game, but in 100%, I do actually have to get him. They moved a couple of red rings around in order to justify Ghost's existence, so I do actually have to use Ghost. Even if he is a little funky, he can be a little glitchy. Now, I do also have to get a S rank. Unfortunately, I missed one of the robots there, which is a kind of a problem, because if you get all of the robots, then you get a 30,000 bonus. So I now missed that 30,000 bonus, which means I'm going to be getting a little something else. Normally I would clip through this thing at the end here, but now I'm just going to use Ghost, because being in Ghost gives me a whole bunch of points just by default. The other things that give me a lot of points, of course, are the red rings. Oh, that is the first missed S rank, so I'm going to have to redo that stage. The S rank routings are quite tight, and that's also why the estimate is quite high, because if you fail one thing, then there you go, you got to redo the entire stage. But
and it can snowball, because some of them are very difficult.
Some of them are very tight, for sure. All right. So let's redo this one. Talking a little bit more about the types of points I get. So I get a lot from the ring bonus. I get a lot from color bonuses. Ghost gives me a whole bunch of points just for being in Ghost form. I get it from these laser diamonds. Every single diamond that I hit gives me 10,000 points. Also, I tether onto that same point in order to make sure the targeting doesn't glitch out, because Ghost likes to glitch out. Normally, you're not supposed to actually get all of the red rings in this stage in one go, for the record. But using Ghost in order to just kind of like go to the upper path there, it does actually help me do it in one stage, just kind of going between the two paths. All right. Now I would like... There you go.
We got a slam that time.
Exactly. Whenever you see slam, that means I got the 30,000 point bonus. And I'm gonna go ahead and play it safe and still use the Ghost at the end in order to make sure I get all of the points. Something else that gives a lot of points are these laser networks that I'm going through here, like through the wall. Those give a total of 60,000 points. Go, play some more Ghosts, pick up some more rings. And honestly, ring bonus is the biggest carry. Like the more rings you finish the stage with, the more points you get. And there are stages that rely entirely on getting that ring bonus, so they become challenges where you just cannot get hit, essentially.
I think in a lot of the 3D Sonic games, the ring bonus, if available, is always quite high.
Oh yeah. You can, like, there's a challenge mode in this game called X Shuttle, and you can straight up just max out the score counter by just making sure you don't get hit and keeping your coin bonus throughout the entire thing. I don't know why I picked up that red ring. I'm gonna have to redo that again in the revisits. Yeah. Sometimes it can be a little tricky to keep the first visit and the revisits just kind of like in your brain properly and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, on to our first boss fights. The boss fights, some of them are pretty easy to get S ranks on. This is one of them. I basically just have to hit him once, then I hit him again with the laser. The laser does double damage. Boss is now dead, and that guarantees an S rank for this boss fight. This one and the Planet Wisp one are like the easiest to get S ranks on.
Yeah, the boss fights in this game are like pretty simplistic in comparison to like what you have to do in some of the stages for stuff.
Absolutely. So there you go. There's the S rank right there. And as you can see, we're going to have quite the revisit in Tropical Resort later on, because there is going to be a lot of stuff. All right, so now I have the choice of two worlds. I can go to Starlight Carnival or I can go to Sweet Mountain. I picked Starlight Carnival because the wisps that I unlock in Starlight Carnival are actually useful in Sweet Mountain, and the other way around, it is not the case. So might as well just go here, unlock some of the wisps first, and then make sure that I could do as many stages in one go in Sweet Mountain later. This is one of the stages I'm going to have to redo because there are not enough wisps in this stage in order to actually get all of the red rings that I need to get. There's specifically one that I could not get. And as a result, I'm also going to leave the S rank for the revisits because since I'll be getting all of the red rings that time, it's easier to combine it points-wise. And that also allows me to do, or try, a little skip right here. All right, so I missed an automated run trigger there, which gives me my ability to jump. Normally, you're not supposed to be able to jump on this path, but since I can just do this and boost all the way to the stage and skip an entire 2D section. And now we just automated run for a little while, so yeah. This is pretty cool. These automated run sections are all different between the various stages too. Like this one, you cannot speed up at all. Others, you have to hold forward in order to do it, or jumping sometimes doesn't or does slow you down and all that kind of stuff. There's these motor bugs right here. It's honestly a shame that we have to redo this stage because, as you can see, there's a lot of nothing in it happening.
I just like spamming the quick step in these for quick step bonus.
Yeah, honestly.
You're just like pressing left and right over and over.
Yeah, quick step bonus is not actually that much, but because you can do it so often, it can at times be quite useful for points in order to get the S ranks. It does max out after a little while though, and if I were to spam it the entire time, I could max it out on that section alone.
Yeah. There's a very long auto run.
Yep. But it's very, very cinematic, very cool. You can see all of the updated graphics from the Ultimate re-release. Alrighty. And here we have our boy Cube. What Cube does is he turns these Cube blocks into Cube rings and vice versa. It essentially turns it into platform challenges. You don't actually get any points for having the Cube Wisp active, but you do get points for picking up the Cube rings. Those are quite good. Little crusher section right here. If I do it properly, I can make it through without getting crushed and without having to wait. There you go. Just gonna make sure I slide at the end.
You got to lower the hitbox.
Yep. And there we go, we made it through. All of the other stages in this zone, fortunately, are more interesting. Not as much time to fill and actually stuff to talk about. Again, S rank is going to be for the second visit. Same with the next stage. I need Spike Wisp, which I do not unlock until Planet Wisp for the next stage in order to actually be able to do it. Also, here you see all of the Wisps going to all of the worlds that they are supposed to be in, which is also a new addition, actually, in Ultimate. In the original game, they just kind of exploded from the planets. And in this game, it actually shows you which worlds the Wisps can be found in. But that does mean that the actual cutscene for it takes a little bit longer. Yeah. All right. I do have, this is once again one of those stages with a split path, so I do have to go get one red ring in particular, so that I don't have to worry about it later. Which is this one right here. You also have these bomb blocks. You just have to touch them once, and then they make the entire row explode. Cube Wisp also has like this little shockwave whenever it hits the ground. The higher you fall, the bigger the shockwave, the more of the blocks it destroys, and there you go. Whew. So the next one is actually one of the stages where we get everything in one go, and for some reason it's also a bit glitchy. Like, there he is. He showed up.
Bro comes down eventually.
Bro had some issues spawning in, but he got there.
Bro said where we drop it, and he just didn't drop it.
Exactly. All right, so make sure I get enough rings in this stage. That's important. Get all of the red rings. So there we go. Time bonus does play a little bit of a factor as well, but it's honestly not nearly as powerful as, say, the ring bonus. So rings are like generally more important than time, even though we're speedrunning. If you're worried about points, just get some more rings. Don't worry about going like that slight little bit faster. I am going to pick up as many of these rings here, though, as possible. And this is kind of an auto-scroller section where the bouncing happens. Allows me to show off Sonic's cool stomping ability, where he's stomping on the ground. It's a modern Sonic game. He has all of his like modern moveset. He has a jump, a double jump, stomp. Here I'm going to have to get this red ring off screen. I did not necessarily have to do that, but it's faster to get this...
Get it moving before.
Yeah, to get the spring moving before I go out of my way to get something, so that I could just do it while it very slowly ascends.
Yeah, because the spring is very slow.
It is extremely slow. So I was supposed to use Ghost to go to like a bonus section earlier, but if I just kind of like do it from the spring, I can just barely make it to the end of that bonus section and then fall onto the gold ring, and that should be an S rank. Yeah. Very nice.
I feel like in every game that has the stomp, it's a surprisingly useful like move because it holds your momentum.
Yeah.
If you're not holding a direction, so you don't initiate a slide.
In a lot of ones it does, yeah. Honestly, in Generations, it just kind of like completely kills your momentum, though.
Yeah.
But in Unleashed, it's like stomping straight up makes you go faster sometimes. It does. Did not actually need that that red ring yet. I would have liked some rings.
Yeah.
Whoops. No big deal. I should be able to make it before that starts shooting. Very nice. This is going to be another revisit stage, where I'm gonna need Frenzy Wisp later, which I don't unlock until Asteroid Coaster. There we go. And then the next one is like the only stage where we do get the S rank, but we do have to actually go back for a red ring later. So normally I try to save the S rank for the revisit, but with the amount of... It honestly doesn't really matter where you do it in this particular case, so I like to just get the S rank out of the way, so that if I miss it, I have a chance to do it again on the revisit.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like the best opportunity, because you may as well try it.
Exactly. If you
get a second try anyway.
If it doesn't really matter if it's fast, like it's not really faster to do it now or in the revisit with how out of the way the red ring is anyway, so it's like, might as well. You don't go out of your way for points, it's basically just on this little quick step section you get as much rings as you possibly can. Easy peasy. And then a little diving section right here. I do have to make sure I get this red ring. And in this particular stage, we're going to meet another new Wisp, which is the Hover Wisp. And the Hover Wisp unlocks Sonic's ability to Light Dash along a trail of rings. And the hover meter does not deplete while you're actively doing your Light Dash, which is very useful, because if you then mash the Light Dash button, like so, then every time you press it, the meter freezes for a little bit. So just by mashing it extra hard, you can elongate how long the Wisp stays active for. I don't need it for these sections, but in the final section, it allows me to skip quite a bit of it.
It also makes the screen go very funny.
Yep. And it makes me go very out of breath, because I'm not actually very good at mashing.
Yeah, there are some people I see do it, and they're like, go nuts on the button.
Yeah, I actually have to like double-hand it in order to actually be able to mash optimally, because it really is quite a tiny window. Okay, I do want to make sure I don't lose my rings here, so I'm just going to play this a little bit safe. All right. Time to mash. Hold down the A button to hover upwards, and then use 2 fingers to just kind of mash that light dash button. Barely make it.
There you go.
Very good. That mashing effect used to be stronger on Wii because the Wii version ran at 30 FPS. So
oh yeah, so you would definitely get longer on a meter like that, yeah.
Exactly, but since this runs at 60 FPS, it's the effect is essentially halved. Anyway, there we go. S rank, very good. Only 1 missed S rank thus far. That's not too bad.
That's pretty good.
From this point onward, if I miss an S rank, you're allowed to skill issue me for.
I will skill issue you.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry. I've been holding. I held the first one in. I was like, you can have that one.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah, you get one. You understand the rules. You only get one.
All right, this is one where I can actually do it in one go. It's like an entire 2D stage. Some stages mix it up. Some stages put you entirely in 2D. This is one of the latter. It wanted me to use hover there, but with some good double jumping and air dashing, you can actually just do that with good platforming instead. Now I have to go out of my way. There's an entire puzzle section to the left of me. Once again, I don't want to do the entire thing, so I'm just going to go straight to the end to get the red ring. And then be on my way. Now, the light dash can be a little bit funky, so a lot of these trails I don't actually light dash on. As long as I make it up there to get this hover wisp, go along this trail, and get a lot of rings for the ring bonus to get my S rank. Also...
And that is a lot of rings.
Oh, yeah. Make sure I don't hit the spikes there.
Yeah, the dangerous spike box.
Yep.
In every Sonic game has one somewhere.
All right, and then we go down here to get the final red ring. Picked up a hover wisp to make sure that I can go back up. And then with a little bit of mashing, I can make it to the end. This one is not as exhausting to do.
Yeah, as long as you can get to lock onto one of those metal robots, you're fine there.
Yep, very good. Another full clear. Cool. Now the next boss fight is actually a little bit more difficult to... Also, there you go. The rifle rush is unlocked. I got 15 or more red rings, which means the rifle rush is unlocked for the revisit later on. Not gonna worry about that now. But yeah, this boss fight does entail a little bit more because I do need quite a lot of points in order to actually be able to get the S rank here. And the way you get points on this guy is you destroy parts of him. So right here, I'm going to hit a center 10 times, and that destroys the center, getting me a bunch of points. Now I want the laser, because the laser is equivalent to 16 homing attacks worth of damage. And then I'm just kind of going to destroy 2 more parts in order to get all of the points I need. So I'm going to go for these headlights, because the headlights only take 4 hits to destroy, so they're easy targets. There you go, another 100,000 points. They seriously give a lot. Also, the point requirements are like stupid high. This game works with very big numbers. Do the laser in order to go back to the 3D stage, because I could do more damage in the 3D stage. And at this point, I need to destroy one of the engines, because I need to be able to do enough hits to actually finish the fight. Pick up the laser wisp there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then do the remaining hits with another laser, and that'll do them. Destroy the engine for the extra points. Get a little bit more quick step bonus while I'm at it. Pick up a bunch of the rings that explode out of him when he's dead, and that should net me the S rank, no problem. Alrighty. Now, as we set up for the next world, I'm gonna go and throw it over to Xoneris in order to, say some messages.
Yeah, thank you so much. I want to remind everybody that the upcoming game after this game is Wizard of Legend by Diane Keto, which is going to be a showcase, and we have a bid war for that going on, so I want to give the people a chance to potentially get some more donations in for the bid war. So I played the game, so I know a bit more about this bid war. So it's a style bid war, and style is basically referring to the combat style in the game, because it's like a roguelike kind of game where you pick up different things, and the things you pick up kind of determine your style, kind of. And you can currently choose between the dragon style, the speed style, the summon style, or the sword master style. Obviously, if you haven't played the game, those don't really mean anything to you, but I mean, the name itself should give you enough.
I like swords. Swordmaster. I like swords.
See, he understands. He likes,
We
like swords,
big metal objects.
yeah, if you like dragons, go for a dragon style. If you like speed, because you're a speedrunner, go for a speed style. So currently, the speed style is in the lead with 25 euros, followed by the dragon style with 20, summon style with 10, and sword style with only 8. So Cyd's favorite one with sword is currently not doing so hot, but we still have quite a bit to go, like 2-ish hours until then, so everything is still in the books. So,
I mean, I lost out on my music choice, favorite choice as well, so, you know, it's not my day, apparently.
Well, maybe that one will be. I guess we'll have to see, and just, get your donations in for that if you want to see. Otherwise, we also have a bunch of other cool donation incentives or bid wars. Not going to name all of them at the moment, but if you want to check them out for yourself, you can just head over to the donation page and you will see them right there. So, back to some Sonic gameplay.
Heck yeah. So this is also a full clear right here. The main thing carrying me here is the ring bonus. I'm looking for over 180 rings in order to actually net the S rank. There you go. It is one of the tighter ones, but thanks to Xoneris taking over, I could just kind of like focus on doing everything right. So thank you.
the Xoneris carry.
The Xoneris carry. We also unlock Drill Whiz. Drill Whiz drills through the ground or through the water, whatever you want. So yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. The tubes that he drills to gives a whole bunch of extra points, so I'm looking for those. And once again, the laser network gave me a bunch of extra points. I used a little bit of drift bonus even, just doing a little bit of drifting. And yeah. But on to the next stage. Here we have another ring bonus type of stage. Ideally, I would not get hit. If I do get hit, there is a little bit of a backup strat I could do on this one, fortunately, provided I get hit early on. If I get hit in the later part of the stage, then it's just a restart. But fortunately, the scariest part is before the part where we have a backup strat. You also have these trick ramps. These trick ramps are usually not worth the time in order to get the 10k from the full thing, because they take quite a while. Those rainbow rings give a bunch of points as well. Hover gives you like 10,000 points every second that you're in hover, or that's about every second. But for the most part, I want to get the ring bonus, and this is the scary section. This is like kind of like a spike maze. I need to go here in order to get a red ring, but I would like to not get hit by the spikes. Very good. Nice.
I mean, something with the ramp with the A button press, it does compliment you, so.
Oh, that's true.
It does compliment you, so it is nice when you just press the A button and it goes great, good, outstanding, amazing, whatever it says in the order.
I think you got it right.
I think I got it right. I'm usually like too busy pressing the A button to notice whenever I do it. I'm like, I need to hear this. Like, I don't care what the words say.
Yeah, exactly.
Game is being nice to me right now.
Oh, there we go. Get that red ring, and then we're actually going to go up here in order to get another red ring, as well as a whole bunch of drill.
Nice 69 as well.
Nice. The funny number.
The funny number.
I love the funny number. Shout outs to Big Burger. Big Burger. In the background, in Sweet Mountain.
I just like this world altogether.
It's a very funny world.
I like Sweet Mountain.
It's like half cake, half burger.
Yeah. They just couldn't decide whether they wanted a cake or a burger, so they just said yes.
Yes, both.
They're in the planning room. Like, do you want it to be a cake or a burger?
Yes.
Yes. I want both.
We can make that work. We can make it happen. All right. Very good. I'm happy about both of those. Those are pretty difficult ones. Honestly, Sweet Mountain is surprisingly one of the harder worlds to get like the S ranks on. Some of the routes are very tight. Have yet to hit the hardest part of it though.
Yeah.
This is actually the only stage that I cannot actually full clear this time around, which is good because this is also the rifle rush stage. So I was going to have to redo it anyway. But the reason
just lucked out on that one.
Just kind of lucked out on that one. But the reason it's that way is because it is a split path kind of stage, so I cannot get all the red rings in one go, even if I did have all of the wisps in my availabilities. And I'm going to need the spike wisp there. The rifle race is pretty tight on time though, so I am going to get as many of the red rings as I can this time around already. Also, there's Rocket Wisp. He goes up.
Yeah. Big rocket man.
Big rocket kind of guy. All right, do a little bit of a drift jump here to get a little bit of extra height on my jump, or not, or we just take the Spring of Shame. No problem. No problem. Only a small time save. There's a red ring hidden right there.
Yeah, this stage is actually rather large. There's a lot going on all over the place. So.
There is an entire upper path that we do not see in the first visit.
Yeah, the stage is massive. Like.
Right. And then the S rank is also going to be for the revisit. An S rank while racing Metal Sonic. I'm sure everything will go.
It should be okay. Don't worry about it. You can do
fine.
it. Just like
look at him go.
Yeah,
he's going.
Yeah, because when I first played Ultimate, I hadn't played the Wii version, so I just thought that's what it was, and then I watched a Wii 80% run. I just saw them explode in, and I was like, "What?" It's like a 2-second cutscene. They like explode.
All right, so this one is actually not supposed to be possible to do in one go with how the paths and the wisp usage and everything is organized. Also, there's a frenzy wisp kind of thing going on. Oh, it's a trick right there. I'll explain that later. Another reason to restart the stage.
Skill issue.
Yeah. So true. So true. But yeah, with enough thinking, I actually managed to get a route here that makes creative use of the wisps in order to clip into this ghost section.
Oh damn, that's kind of cool actually.
So that I can get this red ring, which means that I don't have to use the hover wisp that is right here, which means I can use the hover wisp somewhere else. And I'm going to combine that with a 3D and 2D glitch that exists here by going to this little upper path that you're only ever supposed to go to with laser. And it's very hard to actually get up here. There we go.
You have to double jump really, like, specifically.
Yeah, 3D, there we go. I'm going to pick up this laser path to make sure I actually have an exit. Pick up the red ring, and then get exactly 4 of these laser diamonds to make sure I have enough points. Go back for that red ring. Pick up the ghost. I'm normally supposed to get this last or this 4th red ring with frenzy, but I don't have frenzy unlocked yet. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit creative with my buddy Ghost right here. And there you go. Target the robot. It gives me just enough height in order to phase through those blocks, grab the red ring, and now we get to do an elevator for the rest of this section. I was a little bit slow, so I'm a little bit short on time bonus, which means I'm going to get some backup rings just in case, because I do want to make sure that I don't miss the S rank. So there.
Yeah, because this is kind of a another longer stage. Especially with this section.
It's not that long until you get to the elevator.
Yeah, yeah.
Make sure I don't forget the red ring right here.
Yeah, don't forget that one. You need it.
I've never forgot that red ring.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
That is definitely not an item forgettable in a speedrun.
Absolutely not. Alrighty, and there we go. That should be the S rank. Nice.
Yes, easy, first try.
Right. Yeah. First try.
Yeah, first try. No, there was no skill issues at the start. Well, you didn't finish it the first time, so.
It's true. It's true. Technically first try.
Yeah.
I hope this one is first try too. This is like one of the tightest score requirements in the game. It's not necessarily that it's high, it's just there's not a lot of points in this particular stage. So I'm just kind of going out of my way to get as many rings and cube rings and all that kind of stuff as possible. Hello, please. Robot guy.
Please die.
Please die.
Robot guy, please.
All right. So yeah, a lot of cube and rings here. You think, oh, that's kind of slow to pick up. Yep, but I need them. I need them for points. Those bee enemies actually give a surprising amount of points as well. And there we go. I'm going to need quite a bit of those rings. I'm kind of going to go back for them just to be sure. And then here we go. If I get all of these with like one cube thing, I also get a slam for 30k extra bonus. Very good. And then we're going to get all of the cube rings here for a lot of extra points. I can miss like one, so that one that I missed there is not a problem. More rings. Really, there's no like big difficult tricks in this one or anything. It's just really tight on points. That's the big difficulty. And also you're supposed to have Spike Wisp here, which makes it a little bit easier. But again, Spike Wisp does not unlock until Planet Wisp, so I don't actually have access to him yet. Do the cube here to get a whole bunch of points from destroying those blocks. do a well-timed... and I missed the red ring, which means I'm going to have to go back for it, because I need the cube wisp before the meter runs out to destroy these blocks. Otherwise, I would not be able to do it. So, there we go. Get some extra rings as well.
May as well, you're there. Like...
May as well, since I do a whole bunch of extra time now. And then actually get the red ring right here. Get another slam from these robots at the end. There you go. And then a couple of bees at the end. That should be it.
Yes.
Nice.
Easy.
Very good.
Yes.
All right, we've had the hard stages in Sweet Mountain out of the way, which is most of them.
Which one's a hard one? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, actually.
Exactly. Oh, goodness. All right, here we have Act 6. Reuses some parts of Act 1, but does it in an entirely different way. I'm going to be using the Ghost Wisp a bunch here because it's like, sure, let's move this one to this slightly awkward Ghost Wisp where you don't quite have enough time to make it to the red ring and another ghost thing, so you have to awkwardly wait for a little bit. And I'm kind of just going to use this stage to rant about something that happened in Sweet Mountain, which is me not actually being able to reach onto that platform. That is a frame rate problem. Since they apparently, since the original was like locked to 30 FPS, the jump height was kind of affected by that. And since this is now 60 FPS, the jump height is not actually what it's supposed to be. Oh, hello. Let me just grab some extra rings right there, because I do need the ring bonus for the S ring. But yeah, so my jump height in this game on 60 FPS is not actually as high as it would have been in the original Wii version. You can go as high as 144 FPS, and 144 FPS, that is actually like the full jump height in this game. And then 60 FPS is like slightly less high, and then 30 FPS is just sad jumps. Basically, if you run on Switch, everything is sad, your jumps are sad, your frame rate is sad, and all that kind of stuff.
Just everything is upsetting.
Everything is upsetting. All right, another ghost section at the end right there. And there you go. Okay. We're gonna do like a little boss fight right here. The only thing I really have to, the only thing I really have to worry about is making sure that I get enough rings and that I hit him with the drill both times. I'm going to restart that just to be sure. And other than that, I think I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Xoneris for a little bit to talk through this boss fight.
Yeah, absolutely, I can do that. In the time that things have happened, we got a donation in the meanwhile. 10 euros from Shadow Frost, the one and only Shadow Frost, saying, I felt bad for Sid not getting the music choice he wanted, so let's make sure we get to see some swords, which that obviously means this donation goes towards the next game, Wizard of Legend, the sword style, so it's currently not last place anymore, so we can get some more donations for that. Sword style might maybe actually win, if we get some, make some rumble for that, if we push it some more. And yeah, with that, keep in mind we're just raising money here for charity. Every and all of your donations will go directly towards Mind, which currently is 6,536 euros that we managed to raise so far on this great event. We have 1.5 days left, or like 1 day, depending. And yeah, hopefully we can get that number even higher and higher for charity. So keep donating, everyone. It's all for a great cause. And yeah, with that, back to you.
Thank you. And thank you, Frosty, for donating. Can't believe the head organizer donated during my run. Thanks, Frosty.
And he gave you the backup for the sword style as well.
Oh, yeah,
like...
true. Oh, he's got my back, man. He's got my back.
You got to give him a handshake and a hug after this.
Oh, absolutely. All right. So right now the next 3 worlds opened up, and I do actually kind of just have a bit of a choice which one I do. Essentially what I need to do is I need to do either the first stage of Planet Wisp and then go into Asteroid Coaster afterwards, or do the first stage of Asteroid Coaster and then go into Planet Wisp afterwards. That is in order to unlock all of the wisps, so to make sure that I can full clear everything in either of those worlds. I tend to just go to Planet Wisp first and then do all of Asteroid Coaster, because Asteroid Coaster is the harder of the 2 worlds. There's quite a lot of hard tricks to worry about an asteroid coaster. But yeah, from here on out, it's going to be full clears all the way down. There's not going to be any revisits for any other reason than the Metal Sonic races. Hello. If the rails can if the rail can let me go, the accident wasn't your fault. Come on, let go.
Rail, please. Great, awesome, outstanding, amazing.
I do think you got it right earlier. Yeah, I think that was the right order. Let's go.
I know outstanding and amazing is always last.
Yeah. All right. So this is Spike Wisp. Spike Wisp likes to stick to walls, and also I get my spin dash ability from other games. I also get points for just being in Spike Wisp form, so Spike Wisp is it's honestly a very good Wisp to just rack up points pretty easily.
Pretty fast as well.
It is pretty fast.
Like the spin dash is surprisingly fast.
It's also a pain to control.
It's awful to control, but you do get places.
Yeah, it also sticks to the stuff you don't want it to stick to. Alrighty. And there we go, some more rainbow rings for some more points. I do also need a lot of rings, so this is another stage where I cannot get hit. And there's a whole bunch of rings on this final section right here, as well as the final red ring, which I could just get by going up here with Spike Wisp, get all of them rings, fall into the go ring, there you go. Easy S rank. Boop. One of these days I'm going to...
I'm waiting for it to pop and then it says A. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for you to go, and... Oh, no.
Easy, I'm going to say easy S rank and then it's not an S rank.
Easy S rank and then A appears and you're like going, oh, no.
Yeah, it's going to happen, dude. It's going to happen.
Oh yeah, whenever the robot Sonic head gets like flashing eyes and all the red rings go into it, that's telling you you've unlocked another part of Gameland, which is what that is.
Yeah, we're saving Gameland until we have all of the red rings.
Yeah, you may as well. Yeah, because otherwise you're going back and forth from it, and it just takes time to do everything at once there because it's all just one menu of levels.
Exactly. So it's just progressing all of the worlds and doing all of the revisits, and then we do Gamelands, and then we finish off the game.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to Asteroid Coaster. We've got roller coasters, and these roller coasters are auto scrollers, but it's a good opportunity to get a bunch of rings. This is also one of those sections where Ultimate kind of broke something. You cannot get that boost capsule by jumping into it. It's like not aligned properly, but for some reason you can homing attack it. So you can just kind of like jump out of the coaster and homing attack to get that thing. And then here we have the final wisp that we unlock. We have the Frenzy Wisp. Going to destroy as many of these pillars as possible to rack up a whole bunch of points, because the S rank requirement here is quite high. I do not have them memorized. I essentially just have, these are the things I do. If I feel like I'm slow, these are some backup points that I can get. And if I don't get that, then I cry and do the stage again.
It's like the opposite of like every like 180 emblems runner for SO2. They have all the point requirements like on deck.
All right.
Oh no, you ain't making that one.
I am making that one.
You ain't making that one.
All right. So I taking the roller coaster there is slower than just jumping out, jumping over an invisible wall and boosting to the next section, which is why I did that. I kind of got caught by said invisible wall though, which. It turns out it's not faster if you skill issue.
it turns out it's not faster if you miss the trick.
Exactly. There you go.
That just always looks so weird.
It's so weird. And then another thing that I've been doing that I haven't really talked about, which is like if you hear a high-pitched sound when I homing attack, that's also a new mechanic from Sonic Colors Ultimate. It's the perfect homing attack. It's essentially a QTE on your homing attack, and if you get it right, then you get a little bit of boost, and your animation afterwards is like faster than if you were to do a normal homing attack. So it can be quite beneficial. And it comes with a way too high-pitched sound effect, unfortunately. It's not the most best audio balanced game. The most best. Excellent English. Excellent English.
Yeah, okay, definitely making that one. You had enough height there.
Yep. Alrighty. Jump right here. Asteroid Coaster is also going to introduce some gravity mechanics and all that kind of stuff. You get a little bit of a taste of it at the end of this stage, and then you get a lot of it in the next stage.
Eggman in the background. Nobody can hear you scream. What, Eggman?
Eggman is he's on something else during Asteroid Coaster.
He's cooking something in this stage, and we are not ready for him.
Yep. Alrighty.
Yeah. So the Asteroid Coaster stages have a couple of gimmicks. One of them is the roller coasters. The other one is Frenzy. The third one is flipping you up and down. In those inside sections.
And then here is the goal ring. I'm not actually going to get the goal ring though, because I still need a red ring. So we're just kind of gonna get to that section. You can also get through it with Frenzy, but it's a little bit faster to do it this way. So you just need to remember to not go into the goal ring directly.
Yeah, because you're so used to doing like the other categories, and it's right there. You're like, no, I need to finish. S rank, please.
It's so tempting. It's so tempting to go in there.
Then you have to remember you're doing 100%. You don't know.
Yep. I have definitely just autopiloted on some stages and be like, hang on, this is 100%. I need to get points. Alrighty. Here's Act 2. And this is going to be like the gravity shenanigans stage. Like I said, you got a little bit in the last stage. You're going to get a lot of it in the last half of this stage. And there we go. Fun set of springs in order to get that.
Big spring moment there.
Big spring moment. One of the most awkward red rings right here. You just kind of go down, then it spawns, and you go back up. There's no way to do this fast. Sometimes it steals your double jump because sometimes you get stuck on the walls.
I would call that a Rayman 1 moment. Like,
yeah,
going to a random area to spawn something back where you've already been.
Honestly, yes. Rayman 1 moment. And then here's another little Saturn circle. And then we're going to
07 on that one.
This might not be a problem because I do actually manage to keep all of my rings.
Oh yeah, I forgot, because in this game, Tail saves you in this game. Tail's like, don't worry about it, I got you.
Yeah, rather than having a life system, you have a Tail saves you system. So I'm just gonna, instead of restarting the stage, get some backup points by actually doing this Frenzy section rather than bypassing it.
Yeah.
That should get me enough points to still get the S rank. It's not that tight on this particular stage, so I don't think I will have to entirely restart it. So half skill issue, I guess.
Mild skill issue.
Mild skill issue.
Yeah, the upside down controls in every Sonic game are mildly disorientating. I mean, I find them disorientating sometimes because you could be pressing one direction and then suddenly you flip up.
Oh yeah.
So
Make sure I don't actually fall back down to the previous section.
Yep.
That is so awkward.
Yep. Oh, for these blocks that you nearly got destroyed there. The when the blocks go red and like push out, if you're stood in front of it, or if any part of Sonic stood in front of it, you get flung into the foreground and just die.
Yeah, and that is actually a death. That is not something that Tails saves you from.
Tails actually goes, I can't help you here, buddy.
Yeah.
Like that's a like actual death.
That's on you.
Yeah, that's on you. Like, I can pick you up from the pit. I can't pick you up from the depth of space from being pushed out from being pushed out of the meteor.
Exactly. Alrighty. This next stage is kind of funky because the goal ring is kind of like at the start, but you go out of your way first to the back to get a bunch of rings and a red ring. So just kind of like bounce on this guy and use Spike Wisp to go back down here. Get a ton of rings. There's so many rings on this one. There's like just a single rings, sets of 10 rings, and then get all of this.
Oh, also something else about Spike. You can go on top of spikes. I don't know if we mentioned that, but you can go on top of the spikes that come out of the ground or that are placed on the ground.
Yeah, you have invulnerability during it. It's pretty good. I would kind of like to beat out up here because there is 2 red rings real close together. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, please.
Can I have red ring?
Please.
Please, red ring.
All right.
I always love this stage. I love watching like the 80% or like the egg shuttle version of that stage because you just jump through the back.
Oh yeah, this is the shortest stage in the other categories. It's like
Yeah, you just jump through
6 seconds.
the back. Yeah, you just jump through the back and go in the hole.
Exactly. It's still not too bad though. Anyway, now we're finally going to see our first rifle rush race. Since I am actually going to full clear this, I am going back for the rifle rush before I head up to the other stages. So I challenge you with Metal Sonic, and he's not going to stand a chance. His AI in most of the stages is pretty slow. So in a lot of cases, you can even get an S rank if you so choose. But here, all I need to do is go fast, which is a problem for me because this stage has one of the hardest speed strats in the entire game, and I'm going to have to do it without checkpoints, because if you die during a Metal Sonic race, it starts you back at the start of the stage. So hopefully I get it, because yeah, I already have the S rank, so I could just go fast. And there we go. It's going to be another 3D and 2D moments. I'm going to do the entire last section with all the gravity shenanigans while also in 3D. It is an experience. If you thought gravity shenanigans in 2D were disorienting, try 3D. I swear, dude, I'm pressing homing attack.
Yeah.
This controller is loud. You can hear the click.
Yeah. No, that happens to me whenever I'm playing, like, whenever I'm doing runs of, like, skate, and I flick the stick, and you can hear the stick in the walk, and I'll flick it, and nothing happens. I'm like, you heard me flick it, guys. Like, Xbox controllers are very loud, so they're very useful for going, I pressed the button here, you heard it in the mic, guys.
I swear.
I'm pressing the A button.
I do need to manage my boost here properly, so I am trying to get some perfect homing attacks on certain things to make sure I have enough boost for the final section.
Yeah, because something inconsistent about a lot of the games is how you get your boost. In some games it's rings, this game it's the wisps. Yep. And then in Forces they went back to the wisps after being the rings in Generations.
All right, so I was kind of on a ledge right there. Okay, that's a restart, because if I were to let that go, I would fall for about 1.5 minutes before I reach the kill plane.
Yeah. The kill plane there is not close.
Yeah. But yeah, what I'm doing here is I'm essentially landing on a small piece of the collision that stretches outside of the invisible wall of that section, allowing me to safely land, but also be out of bounds so that I can just kind of jump around the another invisible wall, as well as the 2D trigger, to make it to the final section with my 3D physics. And then from there on, it's actually landing at the correct spots, sometimes upside down, and navigating your way to the goal ring. It's difficult. But this is the one. I'm feeling it.
Yeah. You got this. I mean, yeah, you hit that spring, so that's the hardest spring, obviously.
Obviously, yeah. All right, there we go. Land slightly out of bounds. Make sure I'm lined up. Go directly forward. Jump out of bounds. And there we go.
There it is.
Land upside down. Ooh, I did not directly...
I can give you a skill issue on that one.
Yeah, that was a skill issue.
You're in the right position, and then you just...
See, I was not quite facing completely to the right.
Yeah.
And as a result, I kind of collided with a wall. Whoops.
It's fine. We just get to see the stage again. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Yep. Don't worry about it. Like I said, this is one of the hardest speed strats in the game. It's kind of brutal that it actually made its way into 100%.
Into 100% just because of how the levels worked out.
Just because they chose this one as the rifle rush race.
Yeah, you probably went through the game casually and went, why did you do that, guys?
Yeah. At the same time, though, it's like one of the only stages without like an auto-scroller in it, so...
Yeah, so...
It would have been really funny if they made Act 3 the rifle rush and you just like beat it in 6 seconds.
Like Metal Sonic runs forward, you run backwards, and he's like, what are you doing?
Exactly. But at the same time, it also would have been pretty hard to map his path, then. All right. No. I got the stick flick back again. Alrighty. Sure, we'll do it this way.
Okay, yeah, just don't die again.
Just don't die, we're just gonna play it out safe. There we go.
Okay, cool. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You did it. You did it.
I did part of the 3D and 2D. It's fine.
Yeah.
I made it through.
No. We hit the goal ring, so that's a victory as far as we're concerned.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Do you want to talk about this stage?
Oh, I love this stage. This stage took me forever casually because this stage looks like just a giant circle where you just get quick set bonuses all the time. You destroy the bug robots, you collect the red rings. Pretty easy to get all the red rings. They're just all around the ring. There's a button on this ring on like somewhere on it. So Cyd is going to be basically sticking to certain paths once he's got the red rings. And then he'll be pressing the button at some point, and then it will, the gold ring will just, then the gold ring will just appear. And it won't look like he's done anything, because I remember when I played this game casually, because I didn't really play Colors until Ultimate came out. And then I asked, I was like, how do you beat Astro Coaster 4? And he was like, oh, you press the button. And I was like, what button? Oh, he's just on the outside, on like the outer ring. I was like, what? Like, there's a button here?
Yep. Anyway, I was trying to get some extra rings because I actually got hit there. And I would kind of like to get, ring bonus. So I might, and I missed the button just now because that Motobug was over it. So
yeah.
We're just kind of going to do an extra lap here. I'm just going. Hello, I pressed left. Why did he go right?
Why did he go right?
Why did he go right?
We're really getting the casual experience of the stage right now, where like you don't know how to do it, and you like don't know where the button is.
This is going to be the low point of the run right here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Astro Coaster is like hard. This is definitely the hardest level where you have to go on the auto run.
Because it's like you don't have a lot of opportunity to grab extra points. You're also kind of like reliant on trying to get the Motobugs and not getting hit by them.
Yeah, because if you get hit, you lose your rings, and you're like, what's happening right here?
There you go. It's 33 seconds. Alrighty. Okay, that load took a little bit too long for my liking. This port can crash, for the record. I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't crash during a save, because then it corrupts your save.
And then we are cooked.
And then we are cooked. A crash is fine. But
yeah. Just please, not through a save. Like,
they've patched it to make it a lot less likely for that to happen. But during my first playthrough of this, my save did very much corrupt.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
I think I remember a tweet or something from you that just said something along the lines of "well done." And I was like, nice.
Yeah, there's still some funky stuff about the sports, honestly. Alrighty.
Yo, nice slam.
Yeah, this stage is really fun to do fast. It just kind of like aligns pretty well. Especially that laser at the start, so you just kind of like let it rip and it takes you exactly to where one of the red rings is while picking up another one along the way.
Yeah, so just go nice ass.
Good stage. Good stage. Whew. And the next one is another one where we do actually have to sit through another little roller coaster section here where I pick up a bunch of rings, and those rings are necessary. The rings are absolutely necessary for the S rank. So, but other than that, there's not really too much happening until I get to like the mini boss at the end. So, Xoneris, if you have any more messages from the hosting desk, go right ahead.
Absolutely. Be aware that the hosting desk will never run out of messages to say. So, I just quickly want to remind everybody that we here at BSG, which, by the way, if you weren't aware of, stands for the Benelux Speedrunner Gathering, we raise money for Mind. Mind is a nationwide organization which is committed to prevent mental health issues. They strive to provide support to individuals and families that are facing mental health challenges. And like I said earlier, all of your donations, any and all, will go towards Mind directly, which currently we are at 6,536 euros, which is a pretty awesome amount if you ask me. But obviously, since we're doing this for charity, we'd love to see that number go even higher.
I
and
love
higher.
when number go up, dude.
Yes.
Yo, number big. Please make number bigger.
Number go up.
Number go up, dopamine in brain also go up.
Exactly.
So,
Monkey and brain happy.
Yeah, so if you're watching right now, and if you have some disposable income and you want to help some charity, or you, for example, you feel very strongly about mental health, which I feel like a lot of us who are at this event do, please consider donating. It's for a good cause. It will help us. And if you need some more enticing, we have cool incentives you can put your money towards, and we also have a bunch of cool prizes. The prices, you can check them out at !prices, I believe, and the incentives, you can see them if you're donating. So yeah, we've got a lot of cool stuff for you.
Absolutely. All right, here's a funny mini boss fight, because if you do it right, you could just kind of chill on him and immediately homing attack him when his next phase is active, and then just kind of do that again for the next one. And then there's your mini boss fight. Sorry about the loud sound. They kind of forgot to audio balance this guy's explosions.
Not gonna lie, I forgot that guy was there.
Yeah.
Because whenever I see this stage done, I always somehow miss it in 100%.
Yeah.
Whenever you're doing it, and then I see in any percent or egg shuttle, would you just skip straight to the end in that stage?
Oh yeah, there's like a really big skip in that, but I can't actually do it because there's too many red rings and all that kind of stuff to gather, and it's hard to get an S rank with the skip. You do actually want some ring bonus.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite close to the start as well, so you definitely don't get like. Well, it's past the roller coaster bit. The start in quotation marks.
Yeah. Speaking of difficult S ranks,
dude,
there is this guy. I'm going to need to hit him 6 times while also destroying something, so I'm choosing this cannon. 6 times because I'm going to need the rocket. This guy's S rank requirement is incredibly high, so I do need to make sure that I destroy the right parts. Not every part is equal in the amount of points it gives you, which is why I was trying to avoid the center. The center actually gives the least amount of points. The problem is there's only so many parts to destroy, and I do want to make sure I get all of them. That is too early. That would not have hit him. I do need to hit him with the rockets because that also gives a ton of points. Which maybe, hopefully gives me... Nope, that gives me worse RNG because now I cannot actually hit either of the things. I'm going to have to hit the center, which gives less points than other stuff. Alrighty. I hope he gives me an engine. The engine gives me the most amount of points. Nope, not quite an engine. The cannons and these lights gives about the same amount of points, so those are fine. I'm going to spam some quick step bonus whenever I have the opportunity. Try not to get hits to get as much of a ring bonus as possible. And yeah, so where he spawns and what you're able to hit is kind of like the big problem with this guy. He's a little bit RNG on whether he can give you a pattern that you can get an S rank with. There we go. He gives me an engine. Let's go. We should be safe from here. Unfortunately, the engine is also takes the longest to destroy with 12 homing attacks. But from this point on, it should not be a problem. Pick up another rocket wisp for the next phase. And then, oh boy, I lost my rings, but it should be fine since I got the engine and I destroyed the cannon right there. He's going to give me a whole bunch of rings at the end again. It's mainly I need to worry about not dying, and there's going to be a lot of meteors dropping on my head right here. Oh boy, yep. I should still be fine. Just spam some more quick step and get as many of these rings as I possibly can. 88. So yeah, 88 is pretty good.
That should be good.
Should be fine.
The bonus was still going. Oh no, we did it, guys.
If he did
not, happened.
If he did not give me the center, then that would have been an S rank. Yeah. It was the missed points from like not having a more. Oh, I need one that gives six things. This is honestly one of the reasons that my estimate was so high because it's partly random which one it gives me. Excellent. We're starting with an engine. That's good luck.
Amazing. Big points.
Big points. Big points for Cyd. Number go up.
Number go up. Dopamine monkeys go clap clap.
Alrighty, get one of them. Getting hit this early is totally fine. That's not a problem.
Yeah, there's loads of rings.
That's going to be more rings for me to get.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't get hit.
Yep, get big points from this.
I'm always sweating with this guy.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Like pattern based.
Mm-hmm. Yo, another engine. Let's go.
Yo.
Let's do it. That also means that I should be guaranteed to actually be able to hit something for the final hit. So that's good.
Yeah.
He's just kind of hanging out, man. Alrighty.
Okay.
This is gonna be dicey again because
Yeah, he lost the rings.
The problem with the engine is like it can be very hard to see where he's shooting because he's hanging so low.
Yeah, 'cause he's like sideways.
Yep. Alrighty.
All right. Did we get it on the run back?
Get it on the run back.
Run back, run back,
Run back.
run back. All right, cool. You're 1-1. You're 1-1 with that stage now. You didn't get sent to losers.
Yeah. This is why we do Asteroid Coaster first.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a smoother setting from here, fortunately. This is Aquarium Park. This is my favorite zone. It's just vibes.
It's such a good zone as well. Like it's amazing that someone made a good water level, and
Absolutely.
it was multiple good water levels. Especially for a Sonic game where water levels aren't known for being like
Yeah, no kidding.
fun and or good.
Honestly, the secret to making a good water level is to just put Drill Wisp in it, and there you go.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the underwater controls in this game are just genuinely like better than most other.
They are better than most.
For some reason, Sonic can swim in this game, kind of like, which is weird because he can't actually swim.
Yeah, you kind of have an infinite jump underwater, which is pretty useful, honestly.
Yeah.
But in a lot of the stages, they also just give you the Drill Wisp, which
Makes every underwater section amazing because you actually get to travel fast.
Yep. Anyway, so here's Drill on the water. I picked up the Laser Wisp that I carried with me before I picked up the Drill Wisp because I'm going to need that in order to pick up a red ring. This is kind of supposed to be a split path kind of stage, but we kind of turn it into a one visit by just cheesing the final puzzle. I essentially hit the switch that makes the red ring spawn. And then the diamonds take me exactly as high as I need to go to grab it, meaning that I don't have to do the little elevator section that is right there that would otherwise warrant a second visit, which is good, honestly, because I could use every points that I can get. There's also 100 ring pickup right there, which is great for points. As you can see, I'm at 420 something rings, dude.
This is a lot of rings.
Yep, and these fish also give a whole bunch of points, so that should be enough. For an S rank. There you go.
Cool.
That really is just a strat. Get a lot of rings, hit a lot of fish. Big money. Alrighty. This is going to be a very Cube Wisp centered stage. Going to hit this guy for some boosts. Needed to delay it a little bit and a little bit more height in order to actually make it to the platform I want to make it to. There you go. Do a little air dash there to grab the Cube Wisp, immediately use it. Destroy that guy with it. Do not destroy the other guy with it so that you can homing attack through the red ring in order to get it. Save a little bit of boost for this. Then I need to be far enough away from these guys to not destroy them with the cube and instead just let them fall into the void. Otherwise, they give me boost, and the upcoming section with boost is terrifying. It is incredibly difficult. I would much rather have the air dash, because then I can much more consistently actually make it to all of these small platforms that I need to get on. Like especially this one at the end right here. Now, the gold ring is right below me, but I am going to backtrack for a couple of red rings right here. There we go. To make sure I actually got that red ring. Very good. That section at the end is incredibly difficult because you can easily just homing attack one of the robots that is on the spinning wheel. Yeah. And then it's you bonk on one of the platforms and then you die and then you cry and
as you said, having boost in that stage is also terrifying because the air dash you can more control your distance with it. If you have a boost and you're trying to boost into a stomp, you sometimes do just fly. And you're just like, okay, cool.
Yep.
Please don't do this to me.
Now here's underwater movement without Drill Wisp. You can see it's a little slow, but we're not going to be doing too much of it. Rocket actually gives a ton of points as you're using it, like 27k every single time, like every second. It doesn't last that long, but because the boost is so high, using Rocket can actually be quite useful. I did make sure to like only get like one use out of it rather than going all the way up with it, because that means I could just kind of get the heights that you get from leaving the water naturally in order to grab the red ring rather than sit through a slower diving section. I'm gonna use the rocket again right here to rack up some more points. Score requirement's a little high, so I do want to make sure I don't get hit. The main cause of that is usually these spike balls. The hitbox on those is bigger than it seems. Then our buddy Ghost got shoehorned into this stage, so now there's a red ring all the way up here. Used to be in a different location. And then we go down here, pick up another rocket, because rocket gives a ton of points. And I need it to get this red ring. This red ring you can actually pick up quicker than just sitting through the diving section, but that does require a damage boost. So in 100%, since you need the S rank, that is not actually going to be useful. And then we have an elevator at the end, where I use Frenzy a bunch. I love Frenzy.
Yeah, because I believe there is a category for just getting supersonic in this game, right? That you've done before.
Yeah, it's mainly done on the Wii version, since the Wii version does not actually track a percentage. So there's no actual 100% there, and the Wii runners, which, myself included, were just kind of like, it's more fun to also have a category that. Where you don't have to worry about points, and it's just getting all of the chaos, like getting all of the red rings and the chaos emeralds and then beating the game. There you go. Cool S rank. Very fun. All right, Rifle Rush. Rifle Rush is once again going to be Act 2 in this one, which is a very short one. This is the shortest Rifle Rush. And funnily enough, during Rifle Rush, the in-game timer, so for the stage and other stages, actually starts later. So all of the ILs are done in Rifle Rush mode just to get like an extra like second or so of time save. Just because the in-game timer starts later. Oh my goodness, getting these boosts just right onto these platforms is very tricky. Having to learn this stage with boost was quite an experience when Colors Ultimate came out.
Yeah, because it's normally always been done without boost, or like you I think even in Eggshell, don't like you use your boost in the stage before. Yeah. To like have this stage without boost.
Or at least that's what I used to do. Nowadays, the Eggshell runners decided we're cracked and we're just going to do the stage with boost. Yeah, they're
based, cracked, based and cracked Eggshell runners.
Alrighty. Quick little Rifle Rush. And this is a really fun stage. This one, I don't really have to worry about getting a lot of extra points. Just doing the normal red ring route gets you enough points. Just because you also do like a bunch of laser stuff, you do a bunch of drill stuff, going drilling through some of these pipes to get a bunch of extra points.
Yeah. It is nice when you naturally do like a bunch of stuff with the wisps to get a point, like just in general for movement around stages for S rank stuff.
Yep. And there's a little puzzle section coming up ahead that I tend to do without boost. You can also do it with boost, but I find it to be a little bit safer to do those jumps without. Oh, hello.
Oh, that's a bit of a problem.
As a restart, because you need a laser wisp there and it does not respawn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, big oof.
A big oof.
Big oof. Big skill issue.
Yeah, big skill issue. But yeah, that little puzzle section, normally you're supposed to use the laser like multiple times, then you do one section, the laser spawns for the next one. Which is kind of like just triggers in the air that whenever you get to that section. But you can also just kind of skip most of it with some platforming, only do one laser to get you directly to the red ring, and then that's that, really. Shout outs to actually running on water thanks to the boost speed. There we go. And didn't miss it this time. Good. Gonna have to destroy these guys for some extra boosts. There's a red ring right here that I need to get as well. And a drill wisp to allow me to go to the next section.
Drill wisp, my beloved. The underwater drill wisp.
Casually, I got so lost in this stage because of all the drill
yeah, the pipes go like everywhere, and you're like, where am I going?
Yeah. But in the speedrun, it actually ends up flowing quite naturally to exactly where you need to be with all of the red rings. Here we go. And then at the very end of this is going to be a chaser section. And where my ability to jump is locked, so I basically just need to manage my boost properly to make sure I stay in front of him as much as I can. Grab that real quick with the laser. And this robot is going to shoot lasers at me. There are supposed to be indicators for where he's going to shoot his laser. They didn't work on launch. Then they patched it to make it work. Then in the next patch, they broke it again.
Oh, God.
On the PC,
I love it when that happens.
On the PC version, they're fixed, but on all of the console versions, they don't work. So it makes for a terrible casual experience. You can still react to them. You can barely see the lasers coming in time, but really, it's better to just have those indicators there, and they just don't work. The patching with this game was a bit of an experience, and it honestly could have used 1 or 2 more. There you go. Cool S rank. Whew. I'm gonna have another bouncy stage for the next one, Aquarium Park Act 5, so it's gonna be pretty similar to Starlight Carnival 3, where we have this bouncy platform to just kind of drag along horizontally. You just kind of need to stay far away from it, that it's like does the maximum speed that it chases you, but close enough that it doesn't like lose track of you and stops following you. But for the most part, that also means a bunch of tricky platforming. Gonna have to grab some red rings alongside it. Bunch of rings too, because I do need points here. I pressed jump, but I was like right at the edge, so it's like, nope, fell off before the jump went through. It happens.
So we just get to listen to Aquarium Park music more.
I do love Aquarium Park, even the remix version.
Yeah, they just got it right with this stage. We need to listen to them. We need to listen to it more. Don't worry about it.
It's eating my inputs, dude. Alrighty.
All right.
Get this red ring. There you go. The air dash came out this time. Get this right here, get the checkpoint for a checkpoint bonus, grab that 10 ring right there, make the bombs explode, go back to that platform for safety, and there we go, get that, get these rainbow rings for points, jump over that one, and then we just listen to some music while the bouncing goes on. I do actually need like a lot of these. The score requirement is pretty high. I need a lot of ring bonus.
I'm also just vibing to the music right now. Yeah, so if you stand in particular places on the, or I say stand in quotation marks, bounce on the spring in particular places, you can avoid most of the bullets that are falling down, which is very useful.
They used to be perfectly lined up in the Wii version, but they kind of broke that in Ultimate, so the same save spot from Wii does not work on Ultimate.
No, but there is still a safe spot, because I remember finding it casual. I was like, ooh, nice.
There is still one, it's just smaller.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so this is one of the hardest ones, not because it naturally is, but because I made it so. There is a 3D and 2D glitch that you can do in this stage, in the final section. And it's very hard to get enough points with it, but I found a route that made it work, and it saves 10 seconds, so I'm doing it. Just make sure you get enough fish, get enough rings, and make sure you get all of these drill pipes. I may have, I kind of used too much drill at the start there, because I do need to manage my drill properly.
That's absolutely a Sonic speedrunner moment. It saves 10 seconds. How hard is it? Yes, I'm doing it.
Absolutely.
Like every single Sonic speed game is like that. It's like, how much time does this incredibly hard route save?
Mm-hmm. A lot.
A lot? How much is a lot? Like 5 seconds?
Like 5 seconds.
And you're like, yes!
Yeah.
No matter the length of the game.
I do want to get this opening section like somewhat right to make sure that these fish are lined up so that I can get them with this air dash and with the stomp. There you go. But then get all of those. Don't run into the spike. Don't actually use too much of my drill meter by trying to go slightly faster. Like you can hold B to go faster with the drill, but it also drains your meter faster. And I do need enough to make it through these pipes because those give 30,000 each. Alrighty. Now it's going to look a little bit funky here at the end where I'm going to try going for that 3D and 2D skip because there are still some red rings that I need to get before then. So I'm going to go to the lower section. Then go back up to the upper section so that I can do the skip. And there's really only one reason that works. I did not have enough hover meter there because I didn't do the light dashes. Whoops. Whew. Tell you what, I'm going to focus on this stage, and I'm going to ask my buddy Xoneris to plug some more incentives, sponsors, all the good stuff.
How about a donation instead?
We have a donation instead. That's even better.
Yeah, we have a pretty cool donation here. We have 25 euros from the Messiahs, I believe, saying, just found out from reading the local Nieuwe Rijn newspaper that there is a speedrunning event taking place 5 minutes from my house? Question mark? Unfortunately, I don't have time to come visit before the event is over, but I still wanted to wish all of the runners good luck. Keep doing your best for a good cause. Now, isn't that awesome? Like, you just find out there's a speedrun marathon like 5 minutes from your house.
Oh, absolutely.
I wish I would like find out about that at home. That'd be sick.
Wish that was me.
Yeah, I wish that was me too. Anyway, thank you so much for the generous donation. We are still raising money for Mind. And yeah, we still have like a bit, yeah, probably around 24 hours of speed marathon goodness in front of us. So yeah, please still enjoy the event while you can and donate while you can. With that, back to you.
All right. So unfortunately, I kind of like messed something up where it makes it so that now I cannot do this strat anymore, which means I'm going to do backup strats. I'm just going to do the last section normally with some drills going on. That does mean I have to do this very awkward fight section right here without losing my rings. More robots are going to spawn. One of them almost spawned on top of my head. Alright.
Yeah, the camera can be kind of awkward here, and when you're trying not to get hit as well.
Where are you? All right. Get the checkpoint right there for a big checkpoint bonus. The checkpoint bonuses kind of like increase exponentially. So the first one gives only like a small bonus, but in this one there's so many checkpoints that there is actually quite a lot of bonus that you can get from it. Going to need a lot more rings here in order to make up for the fact that I didn't get the strat. Go. Do also need to make sure that I...
Wow, okay, that was rough right there.
You can drill to him, just through him, just not from the front. And I thought that I was at enough of an angle, but well, there we go. We're just doing the speed strat now. I'm just gonna do what I'm used to.
Yeah, just do it, bro.
Just we're gonna do it right. I'm gonna show you the cool stuff. This category is rough, man. This like one small mistake like that means like minutes of time loss, which is why the estimate is as high as it is.
Yeah, like it happened with like any of the like Sonic games where you do like the more completionist kind of categories. Losing like failing a level or losing timing them is much more exponential than in some of the any percents where you might just die, go back to a checkpoint.
That was a cool homing attack.
Yeah, like Sonic's like, no, I'm not going anywhere, bro. Don't worry about it.
I think it still gave me the boost from the perfect homing attack though, even though he didn't actually go anywhere.
Based.
Cool video game. All right, I do actually have to slow down to get that red ring, otherwise I run into the spring before I'm able to get it. So the way I'm supposed to do this is I'm supposed to land up here. Then I take the pulley down to get up this red ring real quick. I get this checkpoint for checkpoint bonus, go back down here to get another red ring as well as the ramp. A little bit more extra points. There we go, that should be enough. Then I'm taking the pulley back up, because that is apparently a thing you can do. Then we use the hover wisp in order to go out of bounds, skip the annoying fights that I had to do in the last attempt, go to the 2D section with my 3D physics, and now I'm underwater and in 3D. As long as I stay underwater. There you go. And now I can just kind of go everywhere I want. Does mean that I have to get this particular red ring, though, while underwater, which is quite tricky. I can tank one hit thanks to those fishies. They also act as a shield. And there's the strat, and there's the S rank. Whew.
You can have a clap for that one.
Thank you. I saved 10 seconds.
You did it! We saved 10 seconds somewhere. Let's go! And we got the Xoneris carry in there as well.
Absolutely. All right. All right. This is kind of like a redo of the Sweet Mountain boss, but it's going to be underwater this time. I'm going to need to make sure that these rockets right here, or these torpedoes, explode on something that is not Sonic, and
because you do not want to die.
Well, not even that. It's also you don't get the drill wisp if they explode on you or the final capsule, and you do need the drill wisp.
You do need drill wisp for the damage, yeah.
Yep.
The damage.
Because otherwise you have to like hit him slowly 3 times.
It's fine. We just get to listen to the music more here when that happens.
All right. I do also need enough points, and that is basically done through ring bonus here. In order to be able to get enough rings, I need to manipulate him that he spawns into the bottom left, which fortunately ends up being not too difficult to do. I essentially, after spawning, just hold left. I need one of these to break the capsule. Yes, thank you very much.
Oh my word.
They can slightly clip through the missiles. We're good. But yeah, I'm going to hold left, do an air dash left, and then start the drill wisp at the exact right time. Right here. And then there you go. He spawns, and you hit him directly, and that means all of his rings are going to spawn close enough to the ground where I can actually feasibly collect them. And I'm going to need like about 50 rings in order to get the S rank right here. There you go.
One more.
Nice.
Yes, you did it. One more.
Nice.
Nice.
Good stuff. And that's Aquarium Park done. Now we're going to go back to Planet Wisp to finish that one up, since we only did the first stage last time. And there is still a lot of other stages that need doing.
Some revisits we got to do as well.
After that is the revisit, exactly.
Yeah. But now we can just clear all these.
Yep. And this one has Ghost Wisp again, and Ghost Wisp has a tendency to, after latching onto certain points, not having the targeting mechanic work. And in order to fix that, I just kind of latch onto the same one twice, and that pretty consistently fixes the problem. So, you know, do that here, latch onto it another time in order to fix the targeting mechanic so that it doesn't break when I'm up here. Because I do actually need ghosts to go through that, because there's a red ring here.
Ghost music's also really good as well.
Yeah.
The wobbly music, I like to call it.
Wob, 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 wob. Use the frenzy here in order to hit the switch to make the platforms move, get another red ring. And I do need a certain amount of rings in order to get the S ranks here. Fortunately, there is a spitter right above me, and he just spawns so many rings, dude. I basically only needed a few there. But if you just hang out there, you can get like hundreds upon hundreds of rings in no time. Whoop. And we just kind of stay as a ghost right here to get a bit more points and make it to the end. Very nice. I always get scared before the ring bonus
Yeah,
tallies up.
yeah,
You see a B rank.
The tense moment of like the second before.
Is that B rank going to turn into an S or not?
Because like when you're not doing speedruns of this, if you've ever seen the results screen in this game, you can like flip parts of like the thing, and usually what happens when you're playing like casually, you spend like 30 seconds in the results screen flipping over the letters and like getting like extra lives and stuff on the original version, but the navigator the tails things. But when you're doing the speedrun, you're just pressing the button to get through it fast, and you're just hoping it turns from like whatever letter it is to the one you want it to be.
All right, this one is pretty tight on points a little bit with the strat that I tried to do. But if I fail it at any point, there's a pretty easy backup of just use more Cube Wisp to get all the points I need. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm basically on a timer here. I want to do this without extending the Cube Wisp, because the Cube Wisp is a little bit out of the way. Might be fine. There we go. Barely got it. Very nice. Cool.
Every time it says B. No. Please swap. Please swap.
Please swap to an S.
Please. Please just swap.
My children are hungry. I need that S rank. All right. Go back to the rifle rush for this one, which is Flannel with 1. And yeah, this is just kind of going to be go fast. And this stage is quite fun to do fast. This is also one of those stages where if we felt like being miserable, we could implement one of the hardest IL strats, like one of the hardest 3Ds and 2Ds into this as well. But like that one is like hard enough with checkpoints, and you don't have checkpoints in Rifle Rush, and it saves like under 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It's
if it was over 10 seconds, maybe. Maybe, obviously.
I might feel like being miserable for 11 seconds, you know?
Yeah.
I did hundo movement.
Yeah, you did. You went backwards, right?
I went backwards. I didn't need to go up there.
Fine, you just give him Metal Sonic a chance. It's fine.
Yeah. Fortunately, Metal Sonic doesn't really matter. I'm happy that the tracker on the left seems to be working, because the icons often just glitch out and you don't actually know where you are.
Yeah.
You can choose your own icon, by the way. Shoutouts to Big the Cat. I love Big the Cat.
Yo, Big Back?
Big Back in the chat, dude.
Big Back in chats.
Let's go.
We do appreciate a Big the Cat in this house.
Exactly. And fortunately, even on a new save file, your cosmetics carry over, so I could just have the Big the Cat icon right there. My controller is like Big the Cat colors as well.
It's purple.
It's purple and white.
Purple and white. It's Big the Cat.
Big the Cat colors.
Big the Cat. We need to get you a shirt with like a giant Big Bag on it.
Oh, honestly, yeah. just Big the Cat's face zoomed in, his loving gaze.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my favorite square emote.
Alrighty, this is another one of those stages where I don't have to worry about going out of my way for points. The natural routes of getting all of the collectibles kind of already gets it to you. And it flows quite well. Like the start here is a little slow. You just a section where you don't have to do much. But from this point onwards, it's just a pretty dang good flow. Take the top route here by boosting into the ramp. Grab that. Get some more boosts from this guy. It doesn't matter if I'm a little bit slow here, because there's a cycle right here where I need to wait for that particular red ring to actually show up. Then you grab the laser, go back up, do the rockets to go to the upper path. There's a lot of upper paths here.
Yeah, Planet Wisp does have some surprisingly vertical stages.
Oh, absolutely. There we go.
I also remember it being like one of those vertical stages in Generations as well.
Yeah. It very much is. And there you go. And there's the gold ring. It has a really nice flow to it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, you didn't have to go your way out at all there. You just went straight up and then straight there.
Just go through every single red ring the moment you get it. This stage is actually harder on Wii, because on Wii there is like a max amount that you can aim your laser up and down, whereas in Ultimate you can just 360 degrees. You can just turn it around as much as you want. It makes the shooting that one laser shot a lot more friendly, because otherwise you would have to like try to turn around on those conveyor belts in order to shoot your laser in the right direction. It is a bit of a thing. Alrighty. Here is just going to be using rockets. I'm going to stay close enough to the side here so that I catch that guy going up. Otherwise, he's going to shoot me when I fall down, and I don't want him to shoot me.
Yeah.
Weird that.
Yeah, no.
Oh, hello?
Back down again? Yeah, those guys with the with the honey gun things, whatever they're called, they just shoot continuously and do not care.
Yep, they do not care. Use a bit of frenzy here to rack up some points and get through these funny respawning blocks to get the red ring.
Yeah, the funky respawn blocks.
They're so weird, dude. And then I can barely not have enough for that. That's all right. I hope I have enough boosts. I do not. Now this section becomes scary because they will not stop shooting, and I need to homing attack them. And these blocks are going to block my view. They're blocking blocks.
Yeah, they are blocks. Well, that's why they're shooting them.
Yeah, exactly.
They're in my way of the view.
Yeah, but they're also going to shoot me.
Just don't get hit.
And I did need to finish that damage list because I needed the ring bonus.
You definitely needed the ring bonus.
Oh, yeah. I think on my previous PB, I saved like 2 minutes on that stage just from not getting hit at the end over and over. It's a bit rough. This is also a really vertical stage at the end. It's just really a bit of a weird flow to it. The main points that I'm going to get here is going to be from using a lot of the Hover Wisp, because Hover Wisp gives 10k every second. It's quite nice. Also ring bonus once again. Like a ring bonus carries so hard in a lot of these. Boop.
Well, I've thought about it. I've always been terrible at aiming Sonic in the skydiving sections.
Oh yeah, it's the real hitboxes are actually smaller than it looks.
Yeah.
All right, fall down here. I need that. Thank you.
Well, you get it? Yeah, cool. We got that.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about this upcoming section now, because now I'm gonna have to kind of make sure I don't fall to my death.
Oh no.
Normally you can get to a safer position with the hover. Yeah, that was dicey. Also, grind bonus. By just staying on the rails, you can get some grind bonus. It's usually not enough of a thing to matter. It's like pretty low. It ticks pretty slow. But hey, sometimes it can get you just a little bit of extra points. Why not? The spring looked fun, okay?
Yeah, no, it was just I expected you to land it and then you didn't. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, but you definitely did that from the same place as you did last time.
I also want to make sure these guys do not actually hit me. Whoop.
Yeah, the pickaxe boys.
Pickaxe boys.
Pickaxe boys.
They will mine me if they can.
They yearn for the mines.
Oh yeah, they yearn for the mines. Get one right here. Just going to charge my spin dash in order to make that spike wisp last less long, because if I roll into that little transition there, Sonic rolls extremely slowly. All right, maybe sometimes this glitches out and it lets me land on the upper platform. Yeah, it did. Very cool. You're supposed to land on a lower section there, but in Ultimate sometimes it just kind of lets you land up there. And it happens more often on 60 FPS than it does on other frame rates for some reason. This port's weird. This port's very weird. All right. Don't shoot me. Thank you. They are consistent in their shooting patterns, so I can consistently avoid them. And then we use the Spike Wisp to go up here to get the final red ring. And fall down to the gold ring. Cool.
Cool, nice, we did it.
Score screens are just...
They're terrifying.
They're terrifying.
They're
in this one.
terrifying. In any game where you have to get a specific rank, and it shows you another rank before you get to it.
I cry. I cry every time. Donate if you cry every time.
Oh yeah, so this boss is very similar to the first boss. It's just the only difference is we use spike instead of laser. And all Sid did is hit him, collect the spike, and then make sure he was in his hitbox for the first frames of him being available to be hit.
Yeah, he does actually go into a move where he's invulnerable, but as long as you're in front of him in Spike Wisp form on that first frame, then you can get him before he gets into that attack. You have one frame, but the one frame is all we need.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in there for like 20 frames, it's yeah,
exactly.
That one frame is in those 20 frames.
All right, time for revisits. Let's go back to Tropical Resorts, because I have like 5 stages to get S-ranks on here. And they are surprisingly tight on the points, honestly.
I actually didn't mention this at the start, but I do actually really like how this game just drops you straight into a level as soon as you press new game. Like, there's like directly goes you into the action. I'm like, yes, Sonic Colors. I would like to play Tropical Resort Act 1 again.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like no cutscenes before.
Yeah, there's no cutscenes. It just drops you in. It's a 2D Sonic game moment.
Yeah, so the strat here is get this slam, get this drill in order to go to the lower path, hit that guy, because those guys actually give quite a lot of points. Get all of these diamonds. You do not get extra points for hitting them again. You only get it for the first time, sadly. Okay, thank you, video game.
the hardest balloons I've ever seen.
My goodness, dude. The balloons did not feel like cooperating at all. And then there's a 100 ring pickup right here, which is going to be what I want for my points. There you go. And this is the scariest part, because I'm going to have to destroy these bombs without getting hit myself. Because in order to spawn the red ring, you need to get rid of those bombs. But the blast radius is quite large, and you don't have a lot of room to move around. But I got it. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Oh yeah, and usually when you're on rails, we didn't mention this, I don't think, but usually we tend to avoid the speed boosters on rails, because in classic Sonic game fashion, the speed boosters set you to a set speed versus the speed we want to be going at.
Yep. All right. Get all the red rings, get some of the rainbow rings for extra points, get a whole bunch of ring bonus, and that should... I was 5,000 off.
That is ridiculous.
I was 5,000 off.
Ridiculous.
Okie dokie. I cry every time.
Right, so I guess we're playing Tropical Resort Act 1 again, guys.
Hey, Xoneris, how you doing up there, buddy?
Doing pretty well, just chilling. How are you guys doing? Having fun?
Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm also crying on the inside. But it's fine. I love Tropical Resort. Let's do it again.
Want you to read me some plaques and stuff?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so how about this one? We have a bunch of cool partner events, which, like to shout out. So check out more on-site. If you want to check out more on-site speedrunning events from our partners, there will be NSG Spring 2025 in Gerdrum, I believe, which is in Norway from April 11th till the 13th. And we have UKSG Green 2025, which is in Glasgow, which is in Scotland, if you didn't know, which is from May 22nd until 25th. So if you want to check out an in-person speedrun marathon and you live in Norway or the UK, or anywhere in the world, and you just want to go to one, those are two that are coming up really soon, so check it out for yourself. I'm assuming I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming the submission period for games has already been done since... I mean, not sure, but you have to check it out yourself.
And otherwise, you could just go to the next event.
Yeah, otherwise you could go to the next event. Also, something that was pointed out earlier to me, BSG's next event will probably be BSG Annual in August. So if you missed this BSG, but you want to be part of the next BSG, mark your calendars in August. I'm not sure if the full dates have been fully announced yet, but definitely August.
And I do believe that will be in the same location as where we are now. So donator from earlier, 5 minutes from here, you can totally go to our next event in August.
Yeah, this is exactly why it was pointed out to me. Person who lives 5 minutes away. If you have time in August, you can come around again and try again. So hopefully we'll get to see you.
I thought I was lucky with living only 30 minutes from here, but 5 minutes, that's good.
Yeah, that's like the dream.
That's the dream.
Yeah, like
Alrighty.
it's easy attend moment there.
Exactly. All right. So for this one, I already got one of the red rings earlier because that is like on a path that I'm not going to be taking this time around. But I'm going to get every single other red ring this time. Took a laser path for some extra points as well. There's going to be a drill section up ahead that's going to net me a lot of extra points. And then at the end, there is a big laser chain that is going to be very good for points because there's a lot of diamonds, a lot of robots that you destroy with it. So I just need to make sure that I get that one at the end. Whoop. Get that red ring by destroying all of those little thingies. And then here's the lasers. Look at those points. Woo!
Big slam. I love that red ring just chilling on the just chilling on the bench. he's just like, bro, I'm just chilling.
Reminds me of that moon in Super Mario Odyssey where you just sit next to a guy on the bench.
You sit the guy on the bench and he's just like, and then you get the moon and you like, yeah, you sit on it. And then when you get off, you get the moon because you know ditching the guy is also worthy of reward, right?
Exactly. All right. So here I'm going to do the Rival Rush, get the 2 remaining red rings, and also get an S rank while beating Mr. Metal Sonic over here. He pulls ahead very slightly at the start of this, but from this point onwards, we will not be seeing him again. He will just kind of be doing his own thing. I will be doing my own thing. And I don't know what bro is doing, but despite the fact that I'm going to be doing a ton of optional drill sections, it's like, yeah. I even like missed the upper path here. I'm going to take the slower upper path. I'm still gonna beat him. Don't worry about it. I do need to make sure that I do this underground drill section correctly though, because it's very easy to run out of drill. The red ring is going to be in this bonus section right here. Need to make sure I don't hit these pipes too early because I need this red ring. Then grab that extra drill meter so that I actually have enough to not die.
Yeah, yeah, because if you run out of drill while underground, you do just die because that does actually make sense.
Turns out Sonic cannot survive underground.
Yeah. Turns out being buried alive is not a good thing.
No. Alrighty. Get a nice boost on a guy's head to skip the spring.
Oh, is the thing at the side glitched out?
Oh yeah, it's glitched out. I'm at the start right now.
You're at the start of the stage right now. What are you doing, bro? You're losing.
I'm losing skill.
Skill issue.
Skill issue. There we take another upper path right here. Why am I so low on boost though? I don't know what's happened with my boost management.
It's because you're at the start of the stage.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's why you don't have any boost. You're at the start of the level.
Beat Metal Sonic, get the S rank, got all the red rings I need. Good revisit. The strategy for the next one is really funny because Act 4 was a very, very small stage. There's only really so much to do. I'm gonna get another like 100 ring pickup. I'm gonna get all of the red rings, but that is not quite enough to get what I need. So what I'm also going to do is I'm just kind of gonna go spin in a circle and destroy these guys over and over as they respawn, and that's going to get me enough points to get the S rank.
More Frenzy. Frenzy does need to eat.
I need to eat, honestly. I got stuck with the lunch shift. There we go. Make sure that I don't get hit by one of the spike balls that he can spawn, but fortunately I hit him before he had the time to spawn one. And there we go. The red rings, even if you've collected them before, they do still give the points, so I just kind of collected that red ring I already just coincidentally ran into the first time. And I still get the 30k points from it, so it's not a problem.
I love the music in this game.
Me too.
I don't listen to it too often, and then I listen to it again. I'm like, why have I not put this in a playlist? Like, what am I doing?
Hello? All right, get that red ring that for some reason I got earlier.
The first time. Bro, you needed the points the first time. Don't worry about it.
Right, I needed the points for that C rank that I got.
Yeah, dude, that C rank would not have been a C rank without those points.
All right, get that one right here. Now we're gonna do spikes, get a whole bunch of rings. We're just gonna hang around in spike form a little bit to get some extra points. Take the back route for some more rings, and that should be a pretty quick S rank.
I started as a C rank as well. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, ring bonus once again, carrying big. And there you go, that's Tropical Resort complete. Let's do Sweet Mountain. I only have one stage left in Sweet Mountain, but it is a rifle rush race against this guy. And the path I'm going to have to take for the remaining 2 red rings, while it does give a lot of points, it is also very slow because it is a bit of an auto-scroller. And my movement needs to be pretty optimal in order to beat this guy, because for some reason this is like the one stage where the Metal Sonic AI is actually, you know, cooking. Get a whole bunch of boosts from those guys. It was a pretty good start. I need to make sure I land the jumps here so that I don't lose any time to that. That's good. That's a good jump.
Good jump, yep.
Use the rocket as soon as possible to go up. Does make me miss the red ring, but I do not need that red ring for points. The upcoming section is a spike section. A spike is just going to give me basically all of the points I need right here. As well as a whole bunch of rings that I collect during this. And then this is the section.
And you can just sit in spike the entire time.
We're like the donuts in the background.
Yeah.
Just kind of going.
I love how you can homing attack in spike. It's so funny.
Now, if I do my jumps correctly, I can skip a cycle here. I did not do my jump correctly. Because if ideally, I would just like not have to wait on the cycle of that particular platform. Because I'm on a bit of a time limit with this Metal Sonic guy. I would like to just get everything in one go.
He is trying to win.
Yeah, he is.
Despite what some sources may say.
Bro, I am trying to win, as it turns out.
Yeah.
Alright, that's good enough.
Come see again.
I just love the conveyor belt of donuts in the background.
Dude, the conveyor belt with the donuts is pretty good.
Get the red ring right here. There we go.
Yes, let's go.
And then I need to make sure that I am not in Spike Whiz form when I hit that rail, or it just insta-kills me.
Yeah, because Spike can't go on rails.
Yeah. Alright, that should also be fast enough to destroy Metal Sonic.
Oh, because the thing at the side
Yep. Win. S-rank.
Broke mid-stage. Said he was at the end.
Yeah. He was actually at the end.
Yeah.
The trackers are interesting. All right, let's destroy him one last time. This one is less tight, but still, if I'm bad enough, I can still lose to him, but not nearly as tight. I do actually have time to get all of the things. Shoutouts to the Rifle Rush music, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've been vibing to the Rifle Rush music.
It is a banger. This is a great new addition to the soundtrack. But now you get to see the 2D section that I skipped the first time around. It's just going to be getting a whole bunch more red rings. And points, going to be doing a bunch of quick step bonus. Funnily enough, this automated run section at the start here, it's fastest to do air dashing. Like in X Shuttle, you can actually have boost here. The boost is not faster, the air dashing is faster. I don't understand why, but it is. All right. I love this music so much.
Yeah, bro, it's vibing. It's going pretty hard.
Put some dance emotes in the chats, guys.
Yeah, alongside the big bags.
Alongside the big bags. Ideally, I would also like to, you know, not get hit again this time around.
Yeah, that would be useful.
Gonna bounce on these guys to go up here. Do need the Spike Wisp in order to actually destroy some blocks right here. And there we go.
I like the immediate animation change from like feet at the bottom to feet at the top.
Yep, just immediate diving state. Just a funny little guy. Alright, so I'm going to be destroying as many of these robots as I can while also trying to get a whole bunch of the rings, because the rings are pretty cool.
While also trying not to get hit.
Oh yeah.
You missed the red ring.
That's
skill issue.
Skill issue.
Skill issue.
I have no excuse for that one.
Yeah,
I just zoned out.
Well, to be fair, I didn't see it. And then I watched you run past and went, oh.
Yeah.
That wasn't an already collected one.
No. I could have collected it the first time around, but it's like, the points are nice. It makes the point route a little safer. So it's like, I'd rather collect it later.
Yeah. It's fun to get listened to Brother Rush music more.
That worked.
Yeah.
Okay. I usually try to boost into the rings, but you know, I can also just go straight to the path.
The no boost.
Yeah.
The straight there.
We're good.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
So on Colors Wii, that red ring I just got, you can actually get without the Cube Wisp, allowing you to get the... Bro,
why you do this to me?
He had it out for me, dude. He was ready. But anyway, yeah, that first red ring you can actually get without using the Cube Wisp, allowing you to get this one with the Cube Wisp instead. So on Wii, you can full clear this stage in one go. On Ultimate, that's no longer possible, because unfortunately that requires kind of a glitch where you phase through the ring as you like latch onto the wall. Sonic latches onto the wall faster in this version, and due to the higher frame rate, there's more checks on the rings as well, so you cannot phase through the ring, unfortunately. Anyway, let's focus on actually getting this missable red ring. I'm just gonna boost, stay here. Don't worry about the rings. There's plenty more rings to go. Hey, Metal's right there. Hi, Metal. How you doing, buddy? They're giving me a very good luck with giving me more boosts.
Yeah.
They can be very stingy if they want.
Oh, you hit the big one.
All right, just give me some extra crib step bonus. Why not? I'm already pretty good on rings, so it should be an S rank no matter what. But
hopefully,
yep. Alrighty, and then Cube gets another chance to shine. I love Cube. He's just a little blue boy. He may not be the most useful, but he's cube-shaped. He's friend-shaped.
Our favorite shape, the square.
And there we go. By getting the correct amount of things, I could just make a little bridge for myself. Metal Sonic's just kind of having fun with these platforms right here, allowing me to catch up to him again. And then I'm going to grab another Cube Wisp right here that I need for the last red ring, which I'm going to use right here. Just kind of running around off screen, getting a bunch more rings, getting the red ring. Whew.
It does kind of feel weird not hearing Starlight Carnival music during this time.
Right? Because you normally hear so much of it.
Yeah.
It's like one of the longest stages in the game.
It was mainly the end of it where I was like, yeah, it is weird actually that I'm not hearing it.
All right. Only a couple more to go.
So that's all the rival rush is done. 07, our boy.
I need that.
We need to fix the B rank. Please fix it.
Fix the B rank. That needs to be an S rank.
Yeah.
And this one is basically going to be all about good movement with the Spike Wisp, which, as mentioned before, can be pretty hard to control, but I'm going to try my best. Alright, that's pretty good. Hit the switch to open a secret path that I'm going to be using in a bit after I grab this red ring right here. Yep, go to the top right there. Activate those bombs so that I can get those. Go around here to free up another Spike Wisp so that I can get more of it. There is a secret 100 ring pickup under that platform right there. And this is the hardest part, getting this one off the bomb and then getting to safety fast enough without dying. That was a clean stage.
Yeah, that was really clean. Right. Fixed.
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 One more S rank to fix, and then one more red ring to get in Act 5. And then we're done with the revisits. Alright, get that 4 points. Hello? Buddy boy. Restarting instead of dying is actually a good idea, because if you die and like half tail saves you, that does cut into your points.
Yeah, and also it's kind of slow as well, because Tails has an entire animation where he drops you off.
The nice thing is that animation does not, or it pauses the in-game timer. So in like ILs and X Shuttle, it doesn't actually matter. But since this category is timed real time, it does matter. Take a damage boost right there, because I don't really care about rings right here. Frenzy is going to give me all of the points that I need. Gonna leave that second Frenzy there, just in case I need it as a backup, because the game gets very laggy right here. It likes to drop inputs, and I need to do some pretty scary jumps. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. Very clean, very good.
Cool.
Nice. You might think, I thought there were 4 S ranks missing. I saw the counter just now. There is another world right at the end with 2 stages that you can get another S rank on. So basically, by the end of this, I'm looking to be at 42 out of 44 S ranks and all 180 red rings and all of 6 rival rush races done. But this one, I don't really have to worry about much. I already have the S rank, so all I really need is to do the stage fast and grab the missing red ring. So it's a pretty long stage. I would say this is another good section to maybe, I don't know, throw it over to Xoneris and see what he has to say. I know he's been vibing, but let's go.
I mean, that's absolutely perfect. I was just about to jump in to just remind people about the donation incentive that's coming up in the next game. Once again, the Wizard of Legend showcase from Dying Keto, where you can choose the styles. And from what I believe, since the donations that happen during this run, the styles are mostly unchanged. At least the winner is still the Speed style, and Dragon style 20, Speed style 25, Summon style 10, and Sword style now got bumped by Frosty earlier to 18. There we go. Math. So yeah, if you still have very strong feelings about changing the style for the next game, you only have like 20-25 minutes left, depending on how else it's going to do here. Maybe even less. You know it probably better than me.
There's no more S ranks to miss. I'll be fine.
All right. So if you feel strongly about the styles in the next game, you'd rather get in your donation sooner or later. And with that, we also got a €50 donation by Mindless Spit, just saying, take my money.
Gladly. Honestly. We will gladly take your money and pass it on to mine.
Which is not going towards any of the styles of the next game, but it's going towards the Funny Tricks Glitches Showcase, I believe, in the GTA run later. So thank you very much for that donation. And with that, back to you.
I love funny glitches.
Who doesn't?
Absolutely. Alrighty. Just quickly grab the red ring and did the rest of the stage as fast as possible. A little bit more mashing to give myself a bit more of a workout.
I mean, I can tell you from experience that holding the A button and mashing any other button at the same time isn't easy.
It is not. It is absolutely not easy.
No matter what position you put your hands in, it is kind of uncomfortable.
All right. It is game land time. Game land time. There you go. I know how to speak words. Going to set the speed meter to max because we're here to go fast. And this is basically just clear the stage, and at the end of every set of 3 stages, I get a Chaos Emerald, which will allow me to unlock Supersonic. And these stages are kind of based on classic Sonic stages, specifically from Sonic 1. And this one is based on Green Hill. There's a couple of other ones, and there's a whole bunch of unique stages as well. There's going to be this red orb flying around behind me. That is essentially a second Sonic that I can switch to at will. Which is useful for a few tricks here and there, but for the most part, I'll just be using one Sonic. For some reason, after hitting the goal ring, it just kind of like gives you some time to hit it again, get her some rings,
to get more rings,
get some points.
For whatever reason.
And there's like a magic pixel on the very edge of the ring where you could just like constantly spawn rings, which is just something to do as you wait for the stage to actually spend 4 seconds to finishing. All right. Going to use the perfect homing attacks here to get a little bit of boost, so to boost over these guys. There we go. These stages are normally like very tight on the boost management, or at least they were in Wii. So having the perfect homing attack from Ultimate in these stages actually makes it
a lot easier.
Quite a lot easier. Whee!
I love those circles. They just why'd you run around it twice?
They're so pointless.
Yeah. Like that one there makes more sense because he's going from the upper level to a lower level.
Exactly.
But like when it's just a circle, then he takes the other path. What is bro doing?
Rings!
Rings!
I want rings.
Rings!
Wisp announcer voice. Rings!
Rings!
The Wisp announcer you can actually put in like different languages as well, and then all the Wisps have like, or some of them have like very unique names. That even like people that speak the language have like, what's that word? That word never gets used.
Like, where did they find this in the dictionary?
Yeah. I think specifically German, like it's like the world record holder for this category, Subaru. Shout out to Subaru. He runs in German because he is German, and so he has the language set to German. And hover is just like some really long word where he was just like, where did they get that? It's like, sure, it's a word. Nobody ever uses it, though. Just ripped open a dictionary and it's like, yeah, that one. We want that one. That means roughly hover.
The first one that looked mildly correct. They went easy.
Yeah. I don't speak German, though, so I have no idea what... I don't remember what it was.
I don't even want to try with some German words.
Which is great, because later today I'm going to be hosting for a game with a German name. Alright, second world.
Oh yeah, something else with all these as well is the musics are all kind of like remixed, like gamey, 8-bitty, not 8-bitty, but like more gamified versions of like the other stages. So this is Sweet Mountains, but with a weird techno beat to it.
I think like chiptune, maybe.
Yeah, chiptune. Like they like
something like that.
Remixed all of them, which is pretty cool, just for this like kind of side area to get the Chaos Emeralds.
There we go. Sometimes when you transition to the water, it kind of like interrupts whatever you were doing, so stomping into the water can be a little finicky sometimes. And then here I'm going to use the second Sonic, because whenever you switch to him, you get a little vertical boost. So it allows me to hit the goal ring slightly earlier. Wow. Amazing. It's going to be more useful later. As a matter of fact, it's going to be a little bit... The second Sonic is going to be a little bit useful in this stage, because you can actually store a secondary Wisp on the second Sonic as well. So take a Wisp into the later section of the stage, essentially, so that you can use it there to take a shortcut. That's more or less what we're gonna be doing here. My left input didn't go through. My A input didn't go through. Bro just felt like dying.
Ah, cool. All went through that time.
Yep.
They got through the post that time.
Whew. Oh, I do need the normal Sonic as well, actually. There we go. So yeah, that second laser is just going to chill on the second Sonic just a little while. I'm not going to need it in this first section, but I am going to need it in the second section. This is another like quick step section. Sometimes it doesn't activate. This time it did. It was fortunate. It was merciful. Because going through a quick step section with like normal 3D physics is like very, very jank, honestly. All right, so I need that to clear up these blocks. Then I need to backtrack to grab the other one in order to clear up these blocks. And then we switch to second Sonic to get rid of the last ones. Very cool.
Rings.
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 Also, the colors of the stages signify the Chaos Emeralds that you'll be collecting there.
Again, vibe to the music.
Okay, no, that's fine.
That was at least like with the stages they don't have a rank, so you don't have to worry too much about like.
And I just hit a checkpoint.
Points. Yeah.
Out of all of the skill issues I've had, this was like the least amount of my problems. Alrighty. I do need to worry about those crushers a little bit though. They are insta-death if they crush you. Turns out death by crushing is fatal.
Yes. Sonic does not like to be crushed, and he'll get crushed by pretty much anything in any of the Sonic games. He doesn't care.
Crush my hedgehog.
Dude. Crush the hedgehog.
Yeah. All right. This one, I don't know where they pulled this design from. This one flows very weird with a lot of like automated sections that it just feels weird to go through and optimize. It's like, oh yeah, okay, cool. We're just kind of running. And there are two paths that are basically just the same. Whoop, land on the spring. And there we go. Yeah, honestly, this stage is not too interesting, so how about we throw it over to Xoneris instead?
Absolutely, we have a pretty cool donation here. We got a whopping 100 euros!
Let's go!
Woo! From the one and the only Polister saying, "Don't mind me, I just saw a Tetris incentive and had to take action. Good luck on the run, Sid."
Thank you, Polister.
Yeah, that goes towards the master mode in the Tetris run, which we, I believe, get to see tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. We get to see some Tetris action. So thank you very much for that, Polister. And yeah, back to you.
That is big number. I like big number.
That is indeed very big number. Makes me big happy.
Big number is big happy. It's big, big serotonin.
We like large number.
Oh, yeah. Fortunately, this game and its core requirements deals with very large numbers.
Yeah, bro. Every single S rank is like, yo, do you want like 12 billion points? Yes, actually, I do.
Like the fact that it actually goes into the millions, it's like that was not necessary. You could have easily just cut off a couple of.
You could have cut a couple of zeros and we wouldn't have noticed. But Sega went, no, you don't understand. We need the millions.
Alrighty, so this right here is based on Scrap Zone with some good stomping. You can actually just kind of like make it through those things earlier. So it's going quite nicely. And then there's these rolling billiard balls for... it's a game, Lance. Billiards is a game.
Yeah.
But with some good platforming, you can pretty easily avoid them. In this stage. In other stages, I'm just going to damage boost through them because they're in such awkward positions. All right. This one can actually be quite nice. 3-3 has some pretty cool laser shots that can look quite cool. Has a nice flow to it. Get this laser as soon as possible. Oop.
Some of the laser shots do come out looking real cool because, like, you would think, like, because, like, sometimes, like, the angles Cyd, like, goes for don't look like they're always going to make it through to where he needs to go, but they just go every time because of how it bounces.
Exactly, just ricochet it off the walls in the exact way you want. Like here as well. Just, it can also be very hard to aim, though.
Yeah.
Boop. And if I line this last one up correctly, it'll just kind of like send me straight to the end. That looks about right. Yeah, there we go.
Cool.
That's a fun laser shot.
Another Chaos Emeralds. That's our third boy.
So that was it for the calmer section of Gamelands. In the next sets of stages, there is going to be quite a bit of more intense strategies. This is one of them, and if I miss it, it loses 7 seconds. Oh well, no big deal. But it looks really cool, and I like looking cool, so let's hope we get it. Swag is always faster.
Yep.
All right, so get this right here. A boost, switch, do a laser shot. Hopefully line it up right. Oh, not quite with the gap right there, which means I just have to do this section normally. Oh, well.
You have failed to look cool.
I failed to look cool. Instead, I look lame. I am going to go home and cry. I am 7 seconds worth of lame.
Everything else has gone wrong in this run. No.
Yeah.
It's that 7 seconds is where it hits in the heart right there.
Yeah, that's it. And this is about 40 seconds of me boosting and quick-stepping. That's literally it. Xoneris, do you have a donation for me, please?
I do indeed have a donation for you. We got 10 euros from Kite saying, "Good job on getting those S ranks. I too cry every time I see an A."
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I cry every time.
Good job on getting those S ranks.
Yeah, I got them eventually.
Yeah. We worked it out, it's fine.
We worked it out.
Yeah.
The most important part is that I didn't, like, get an A rank, didn't realize it, and didn't go back for it. I did actually get all of the S ranks. I met the category requirements. That's the most important part.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's the only donation I can throw towards you at the moment. But, you know, we're getting really close to that 7,000 goal. We're only like 280 away from that, which is pretty incredible. So let's see how fast we can get that.
Absolutely. Whoop.
I love the red Eggman springs. They're so funny.
Yeah, they kind of just send you backwards, and then they have like a little laugh that's just like.
They like giggle at you because they've inconvenienced you.
Minor inconvenience. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, this stage is based on Spring Yard Zone from Sonic 1. You can mainly notice that here. But basically, all of the obstacles in this stage are very awkwardly placed, which is kind of why I just been damage boosting through all of them. There's no way to quickly avoid them. It's really you face tank them. That is the strategy.
I do always forget how like when you get to Gameland, how like kind of fast-paced Gameland kind of is, because you're not having to worry about points as much. You just run through.
Yep, it's just go fast. This one is based on Labyrinth Zone, and Labyrinth Zone sucks, so I'm going to skip all of Labyrinth Zone.
We love. But what do you mean we love Labyrinth Zone? Obviously.
Absolutely, yeah, no, totally.
We love that it came back in a different game.
So here's me wall jumping, then switching, going back to the same wall, and kind of just doing that until I get high enough to just go over the entire stage. This is like one of those Gameland exclusive things that is possible specifically because of how the second Sonic mechanic just boosts you into the sky a little bit. It is incredibly tight to do that strat on Wii. You need to do a lot of wall jumps for it. It's still faster on Wii, but
I'm assuming the higher jump from 60 FPS?
No, it's actually it's that Sonic latches onto the
he latches easier
onto the wall faster.
Yeah, faster. Yeah, you said that earlier.
All right. Let's do one more funny strat. This is actually the newest strat I learned. It's one of the newest additions to this game. I can just kind of do a little wall run right here. And then launch myself into the air. And now I'm 3D and 2D.
I've never seen that one before.
Oh yeah, I've only done like one session of runs with this, and then we just try to boost through the...
Oh, and you got to do that like
that's the
fairly
hardest part,
blind, yeah.
Because there's also a lot of invisible walls that I have to boost around, so it's very hard to like overshoot it, but it looks cool.
It's a very SA2 moment right there.
Yep. Let's do it again. Whoop, whoop. It's really the landing this part that is the hardest.
What? It's always the rails.
It's always the rails. There we go.
Rails are the hardest part in any Sonic game.
And we get some more boost from these guys, and then boost to more rails. Switch back and forth because that makes you go slightly fast.
Oh my God, Sid, what are you doing?
So a thing that can happen in this video game is called rail flings. Sometimes when you switch rails, it just kind of glitches out and sends you flying at like a way too high speed. They're very inconsistent, so they're only used in ILs, and sometimes it shows up elsewhere. There it decided to absolutely scare the bejesus out of me.
I just thought you flung. I was like, oh no,
No,
not the rails again. Just every time rails in Sonic games are they're just not it.
All right, and this is just a very awkward spike movement. Ugh, my spike ran out. No.
No, poor Spike.
God, that rail fling speed just
Yeah, you just
sent my heart rate skyrocketing.
oh, right after the
Yep.
you do the wall run, then you get flung forward.
Yep. All right, very cool. Now these ones are also just hard because of the strats you have to do. There's a lot of hover that they want you to use. Hover is slow, so instead I'm going to bait out these enemies, try to land a double jump on them in order to get to the water up ahead. If I do that movement correctly, then I can do that without homing attack into the electric enemies right there. Very good. Second try is not too shabby. And then we just kind of use drill and try to avoid the enemies. Hover is slow, drill is fast. We do not want to use hover.
Drill, my beloved.
Love drill.
Even in the we got to bring up the DS version of Colors. Drill was also pretty good in that game as well.
Oh yeah. Make sure you don't hit all of the bomb blocks at the end. And there we go. That was a pretty good one. Magic Ring Pixel! Okay. The next one...
Million points.
Million points, yeah. Let's go. This one is what I'm scared about, though. Ooh, the next one. The movement at the start is very difficult. I rarely do it correctly. At least if you fail it, you can usually, like, panic hover. This was an intended hover, but if I like get hit somewhere and fall down, then I would just kind of like hover out of panic.
Oh god! Also, hover being blue in this is also.
Oh yeah, see here, there, I didn't get my jump. And yeah, hover is just the color of the wisp,
yeah.
or of the Sonic that you choose.
Yeah, it kind of blends into the background here as well.
Oh yeah. Anyway, the hardest part of the stage is done. I got some of it, which is good. And then some more platforms here instead of using hover. And then we just homing attack and boost to the end. No more hover. Not too shabby. And the next part is going to be... The next one is going to be scary for a different reason. There's no rings. I'm going to have to do all of it without rings. And there's like spikes and enemies and all that kind of stuff. So... let's worry about that. All of these just kind of bring a little unique challenge with them. Come on and slam. Hello?
Ouch.
I was trying to get a bounce off of those robots.
Oh, we just get more slams.
Yeah.
Ah,
There we
yes.
go.
That
That's
you,
better.
yeah, you got it that time.
Let me go up there, please. Alrighty.
Please let me ascend.
Sure I don't run into the robots right there. And there we go.
All right, cool. We got past the spikes as well.
Yep.
The spikes in every Sonic game are a problem.
One more world, and then we're gonna go finish up the game. Sadly, because of the amount of S ranks I missed, this is going to go over estimate. Apologies about that. It's brutal. It's a brutal
Xoneris is giving you the thumbs up. The Xoneris carry.
Team overestimate. Let's go.
I approve of the overestimate. You got spotted.
So, hello? Okay.
Whatever that was, yes, that worked.
Yep. Hello, please. Let me up. There's also this other obstacle that I've kind of been avoiding in Game Land, but you're gonna see it right now. Sometimes there's these Joe capsules that just spawn on Eggman face, and he just kind of follows you around. As long as you just don't go backwards, he doesn't hit you. So just don't go backwards. Easy peasy. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell Xoneris to prepare right here, because it's going to be about 15 seconds of gameplay, and then it's going to be a very long elevator where nothing happens. So yeah, going to use these rocket shots to go up as far as I need to go. Position myself correctly so that I go past the correct amount of platforms. And there we go. And the elevator begins, and I'm just going to be avoiding billiard balls. So the floor is all yours.
You mean the mic is all yours?
Sure, yeah, mic, floor, either.
All of it.
All of it. Everything belongs to Xoneris.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'd like to tell you all about some of the two things you could potentially win for donating. We have two games that you can win. The first one is Tanuki Sunset, which, do you like skateboards? Do you like raccoons? Well, then Tanuki Sunset is the game for you. Ride through aesthetically pleasing courses while performing radical tricks. Will you master the way of the board? Check out Tanuki Sunset on Steam and Nintendo eShop. And yeah, if you donate a minimum amount of 10 euros, you will be entered for a chance to win a Steam key for that. Thank you for Rewind Games for providing us with some of these keys. And the other game is Cult of the Lamb. If you don't know, in Cult of the Lamb, you play as a possessed lamb rescued by a mysterious stranger who must repay his debt, explore mysterious areas, gather adorable followers, and become the true cult leader. Check out Cult of the Lamb now on Steam as well. Plus, if you donate a minimum of 15 euros for this, you will be entered for a chance to win a Steam key for that. And thanks to Devolver Digital and Massive Monster for providing us with the keys for that. So if you're interested in any of these games, please make sure to get in your donations for that. And with that, back to you, Sid.
Yes, thank you very much. Last Game Land stage right here. This is honestly quite a fun one. This is actually the first Game Land stage I ever learned. There's some cool strats right here, like trying to fall directly onto the Spike Wisp. But the interesting part is trying to make it through these blocks while drilling as few of them as possible, and that can be quite tricky. Drill just kind of likes to gravitate towards these nice spring hit.
Yeah.
Pick up a hover whisk right there. There you go. Yep, whoop, whoop, whoop. Harder than it looks.
Drill does kind of go fast, and it very much does go in the straight line that you're currently facing in.
Hello, please. You know, we're doing it that way. That was just funny.
Yeah, that was just a moment right there.
That was the moment. Off to get me a hole-in-one.
Yeah.
Grab another drill whisk right here. Here, I do actually have to
Be quite careful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the hardest one.
He just bounces from wall to wall. Now, these blocks you do have to hit, so...
Things do snowball out of control here. Oop.
Oh, don't get crushed.
And there we go. Cool. Last game land stage. We've now unlocked Supersonic. We have one more stage to do with Supersonic, one more boss fight, and then like a little automated section at the end before we reach time. Yeah, since we unlock Supersonic, the game automatically activates him for us in Ultimate. It did not used to do that in Wii. So in Wii, it was like, is it worth it to activate Supersonic? Here, we don't have to worry about it. You just get Supersonic for free. And we're going to go to Terminal Velocity, where we get to play a Supersonic. Now, Supersonic, he activates after you get 50 rings, or rather, you can activate him with the whisk button. So there's no whisk while you have Supersonic. There's only Supersonic. And he's invulnerable. You have infinite boosts. And in a stage like this, which is a giant hallway where you only have to just avoid lasers, it essentially becomes this. How you doing?
I'm right, right. We love some invincible Supersonic moments with infinite boost and...
I do have to max out my quick step bonus in order to get the S rank, but that is not a problem since I could just hold boost to win.
And just swing the control stick from left to right.
Do the Sonic.
Yeah, do the Sonic. yeah, you know, we can't do the Mario in this game.
Boop, boop. And then here we have the most pacifist robots in any Sonic game. As long as I stay here, they're just kind of going to do nothing. Oh, hi there, Tim. How you doing? Hey, let's go.
Like, the terminal velocity is just that stage.
Yeah. Oh, what's going on back there then, eh? Wonderful. Alrighty. And here you have another chaser section. This one is especially detrimental because aside from worrying about the fact there's just no indicators, I mean, when you're supersonic, it doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah, you just outrun him.
You just outrun him. But whenever you're playing casually, you usually don't have supersonic here yet by this point. So it can be quite hard, and after a while, he goes off screen, and you just kind of have to make sure you have enough boost in order to stay ahead of the lasers, or really react to it the moment the lasers come on screen. This is quite the killer for people's casual playthroughs. The motobox you don't have to worry about though. They're just chilling. They're just hanging out.
Yeah, they're trying to give you the formation, so you get like, you know, you look cool.
Yep. And there you go.
Cool, you didn't miss the S rank. Easy.
Just need to not miss the quick step.
Yeah.
Then we have the boss fights. The boss fights, you don't actually get to use Supersonic during boss fights, so this is going to be normal Sonic. It's going to be luck-based. The first attack, he always does cube, but which pattern he does is random. Then the second attack, what he can do is either Spike Wisp attack or Laser attack. Oh. And if I do these perfect homing attacks properly, I do also get the opportunity to skip this animation and do a quick hit. There I was a little too late on some of the perfect homing attacks, so the window did not show up. Other than that, I also need to do quick step bonus, so I'm just going to be doing this a whole lot again. Laser's good. You want him to do laser first. That allows for the optimal pattern. Let's see. Nah, not quite. The quick hits are actually a lot tighter on 60 FPS than they are on 144 FPS, which PC runners run on. But I'm running on Series X because that's just the best I have. So I have to deal with 60 FPS quick hits, which are a little tighter. Ooh.
Dude, spikes.
This is the optimal pattern of far. Not quite cube. I wanted this to be laser, but single cube is fine. As long as he doesn't do the combination attacks here, then it's good. So yeah, pretty good luck.
Yeah, the combination attacks get very long.
No quick hits. So sad. Whew. And then one more, and this part is no longer random. It's always going to be spike into a giant cube maze into a lot of laser shots, and that's about it. Then we have to hit him one more time. I get one more chance for a quick hit. Just one as a treat, please. Nah, no quick hits for me. Too bad, so sad. And then we're just gonna quick step a whole bunch again.
Yeah, while we're waiting for him to flail around and blow up a little bit.
And then all of the wisps that are in this game get called by name. All of the wisps definitely didn't forget to add Ghost in all of
Ghost, 07 Ghost.
Rip Ghost.
Rip Ghost.
You're a real one.
Actually died.
And that's that. GG's. All right, there's the last S rank. So that is the 100% requirements done. And now we just have one more stage. This stage doesn't have a rank. It's essentially just 28 points, 80 something seconds of running and before time gets called. And then as soon as the in-game timer stops, that's where time is.
Totally never died to this stage before.
No, never. I would never do that. I would never lose a PB run to this.
I would never do that.
Never. Anyway, time coming up. Time. Oops, sorry about that. Right. So yeah, missed a couple too many S ranks to hit the estimate, unfortunately. But that is how brutal this category can be. It is ruthless. One little mistake means entire stage over. But as a result, I am going to just say thank you for watching. Thank you for letting me show this game off. I love this game a lot. I love to speedrun a lot. It's very fun. Thank you for being here, for hanging out on couch with me. And let's continue with the marathon. I've taken enough of your time by this point.
Nah, bro, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I've been there. don't worry about it.
I won't worry about it too much.
Xoneris carry.
It was a fun time. We had fun over here. It's all good.
As long as you had fun, then no harm has been done. And
exactly.
We raised money, so
exactly.
All good. Anyway, thank you so much, Sid, for the amazing Sonic Colors run. And yeah, with that, we'll be jumping into a quick intermission, and when we come back, we'll get to see Wizard of Legend Showcase by Dying Keto. So if you, just please stay tuned, and we will be right back.